that is from the game. Excuse me, honey, but nobody's in my lane. When you was in New York, you was fucking a Yankee. I was fucking with bass, I was pitching a Frankie. These bitches so cranky, give them a hanky. But mommy, I'm cold, give me my blankie. Flyer than the kite, I get higher than my pencil. Keep the snow white, I ain't got a bundle. Cook your cookies up for the crumble. Don't be acting like the Cardinals and I'm done, cause I'm a stealer, bitch from out the dealer. All the toe boys gon' feel it. Flow so sick, I need a healer. Fuck is my back, concealer. Baby, how it feels, I'm a big, big, big deal. Cause I'm a big deal. That's why I get more head than a big tail. Cause the man's getting the money. I think I have a rap bitch on my untrained. You think the niggas bitch, shame my shoes. You know I keep a bad bitch, let me sing it.
I've tried to record, hold on guys. I tried to record you guys' power like mad times, and I keep getting like having to start over. So there's some sort of lesson that we're gonna be talking about. I do feel like something about your connections. I think it's about redos. I think it's a lot about something that you are. It's certain lessons. You may feel like you're on a loop. Okay. Everybody's power is going to be different, but for you all, I feel like the specific instance that they're going to be talking about, you may have came to this reading before with a specific instance in mind. We'll see if I can pick up on that or not. Today, obviously, we're going to be discussing your blind spots in life, or right now in the present moment, and what ways are you right and in what ways are you wrong. But right away, I'm kind of getting a vibe surrounding that a lot of you guys feel like you're on a time loop, or you're learning the same lessons with different people. And I feel like that I feel like you're in the right space, because I think that we're going to be touching on some habits that you maybe have that may be contributing to unlikely circumstances that you may find yourself in habitually. So let's see what we're going to be talking about for you all's power. Today, what are we going to be discussing for my Power 1 viewers? What are we going to be discussing for my Power 1 viewers? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. Okay. Ooh, I can already see where this is going. The Lover's card. And the Justice. I can see multiple scenarios that we're going to be talking about. I do feel like we're going to be talking about a series of endings in your life with the Ten of Swords being present. I do feel like that for a lot of you guys, it's very hard for you to disconnect from certain people or to walk away from certain things. We're going to keep pulling. Okay. So what I see the issue or the situation at hand, let me not say the issue just yet. I can see where you guys you have these highs and lows regarding self-esteem. I do feel like that you may have grown up around a lot of feminines who are in competition with you, but I do feel like a lot of you guys have developed certain coping mechanisms as a result of being in said environment where you have to compete or you have to shrink in order to be around certain people. I do think that you guys have a tendency to either you get like you talk yourself out of situations where people are actually interested in you for who you are. I don't know if you were subjected for your beauty. This is almost like what you see when you have a mother figure who sexualizes her daughter early. So we weaponize their beauty, right, by telling them that they're too fast or they're too sensual and things of that nature, for things that are beyond their control, like their looks. Okay, them going through puberty and things of that nature. So the first guy that comes around and tells them that their beauty is something that is not necessarily a threat or a negative, typically what we see is feminists, they get really attached to this masculine energy for doing, dare I say, the bare fucking minimum by saying this person's beautiful or things of nature. This is typically how women end up getting groomed throughout life or later on in life, or manipulated by men, or ended up in like lust-filled relationships, because it's almost like people are projecting certain outcomes. And by, you know, the gossip is a form of witchcraft. It's a way that we speak spells over people. Some people do it intentionally, some people do it unintentionally. Nonetheless, it does not take away from the effectiveness of what it has over our life if we allow it to. I think what's important is that I think that you guys are in a space to where you can acknowledge that there are certain hiccups that you have made in your life, certain mistakes that you have quite frankly gotten tired of making. Okay, so I just want to give like a few more examples, because a lot of the trauma that I'm rehashing in this pile, I can definitely see how it can be attributed to some extrinsic projections or some extrinsic evil eye that was cast upon you. So let's just say you guys are childhood stars or something like that. This is reminding me how Raven Simone was called fat and that she looked too grown, she looked too sensual for just having a curvier type physique. Being an African American and the star of Disney Channel, how she was objectified for her looks. I'm also reminded of people who have experienced sexual trauma or abuse or neglect from their mothers, or who witnessed their mothers being in abusive relationships and then show up with the least of them. So examples of this would be like Krishan Rock and her upbringing, or perhaps even people who grew up with strict parents as a result of their finance, like for childhood stars, as I mentioned earlier. So this would be an example surrounding like Beyonce. Her mother was very strict. She was an artist. Well, she is an artist, obviously. And her mom had a lot of influence on how she presented herself to the world when she was under her father's management. I'm also reminded of like Chloe Bailey and her sister Holly. That type of dynamic where it's like being in the forefront so much. Some of you guys are the oldest. Some of you guys have immature parents. Some of you guys had to work at a young age. Be it as it may, I can see how a lot of your childhood trauma is affecting how you show up in present connections, is affecting the way you view yourself. And what we can typically see in a lot of situations, some of us, we become like hard. Us feminines, we delve into our divine masculines where it's an effort to protect ourselves, but oftentimes it comes off as off-putting, or we reject offers that could be in alignment with us out of insecurity. In other instances, you can see people resort to drugs or different coping mechanisms like that. You can also see people just lose interest in the opposite sex altogether. Not to say that there's any correlation in every instance to homosexuality and sexual trauma, but there are certain instances where that is a direct effect of it. And so on and so forth. So flip-flop your roles need be. But I just wanted to put that as like a quick example or disclaimer, because it's something that as I was editing, I felt to mention. And I don't think that it's your fault as to why you are the way you are. But I think that it's important to know where these behaviors are attributed to, where they come from, where this type of energy was fostered, so that you can know exactly where to go to heal. Because if it's not your fault, then you don't have to punish yourself through present actions or future reactions to situations with the same mindset that is making you sick in the first place, if that makes sense. I do think that this is almost I don't know, they're showing me like Bandersnatch or like Black Mirror. What's that series where she kept doing over and over and over and over. It's like a redo, and it feels like some of you guys, you don't realize that you're going through the same test you get at the end or after you've already been fucked over. Something like that. I feel like that this is like same challenge, different person. I feel like for a lot of you guys have a hard time standing up for yourself without having that trope of being angry. I don't know if like people called you emotional when you were young, or if you could be a fire sign and people could just generally look at you as aggressive, but really generally speaking you're just passionate. And a lot of people, they don't know how to stand on them being wrong. So when all else fails, especially when you're a person of color, I'm speaking from my experience, it's like if all else fails, when you're right and they're wrong, all of a sudden you're angry or you're doing too much, right? That's a habitual thing. And I think that some of you guys have gotten to the point where when you're alone, you start to take on these projections and you start to gaslight yourself into going around people, places, and things that you said that you would walk away from, because maybe it's hard for you guys to stand on business. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Some of you guys can naturally be very defensive in general. Some of you guys have a hard time asking for help or letting people in, because when we talk about this spider energy, we talk about doing things independently a lot. We talk about being very creative. I do feel like that in the midst of a lot of things that you have been through, I do think that it has bred a very artistic person. And I'm talking about you. I think that some of you guys have either you come from a royal bloodline, or you guys have like a child with a royal name, or you guys have a name that signifies royalty or your name. It has like a very powerful meaning behind it. But this reminds me of my niece. Her name is Princess, and there's their crown there. So Kirsten, if you are watching this pal, let me know down in this comment section. I do think that there's a karmic lesson specifically that you guys are inquiring about, or that they're bringing awareness to. There's some sort of it's what people will refer to as a generational curse, or this is something that you have seen affect more than just you when we talk about your interpersonal relationships, okay? And I specifically think this is involving your love life. Specifically, I think it's affecting your love life, but I think that this is something that has began or originated from like a more family type of dynamic, okay? I do feel like when we talk about this serpent here, right above, I think this is Beset, we talk about knowledge, okay? A lot of you guys, like, once I see it, I can't unsee it. So I do feel like there's a certain level of awareness that you guys have tapped into. The Queen of Wands is also super powerful, super spiritual. This is like right before we get to the Empress. This one right here. Oftentimes, if you're not careful, you can very easily confuse the Queen of Wands for Empress, because she has that bad bitch energy. I feel like you guys are on a brink of a breakthrough. There's some wisdom that you have gained about certain relationships, and I think it's just hard for you to turn the other cheek. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit more details, but let's see. What are we talking about? Okay, let me see. Let me get one more card. What are we talking about for Halloween? Okay, we have initiation. I did say you guys are on the brink of a breakthrough. And we have balance, okay? Some of you guys, maybe it's not a right or wrong all the time. Maybe things aren't always straight, flat down in the middle. I came to like a realization in the shower. Like, I had a moment of clarity. And I was talking to myself. And I was like, Key, it is wonderful that you're the type of person that is compassionate enough to consider the opinions of others before considering your own. And it doesn't make you weak to do so. But save that consideration for people that consider you. Like, I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's that type of vibe. And I had to tell myself that. And I was like, you don't have to sit there and make yourself feel guilty and hold yourself accountable because you don't see anybody else holding their own weight when it comes to them. Like, you don't have to sit there and babysit people's ego and pacify their conscience and live your life in third person so that everybody else feels good, so that you don't have to set certain boundaries and have certain uncomfortable conversations. So I don't know what that's about. That may apply for someone here who was watching this. Let's see. In what ways is Power One right regarding this issue here? In what ways is Power One wrong about this issue? It's exactly like I was saying. I feel like you guys look at things like in a real black and white type of thing. I do feel like it is very fair when you recognize it with Justice card twice. I do feel like that you guys are very fair, but I also think you guys are really firm believers in cause and fucking effect. So A, you caused me to be pissed the fuck off. B, I'm an effect on your ass.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and your opinion wasn't asked for. Period.
Like that. But I'm getting an energy surrounding you guys. I said earlier that you guys may have a hard time standing on business. That may not be the case. I think that you guys have like a breeze standing on business. You guys may, I feel like that you guys have a hard time learning the difference between like all or nothing type of boundaries. I think that when people piss you off, you tend to create like end all be all decisions. Like, I never want to speak to you again. It's like that type of vibe. And where you can acknowledge here, I just feel like what you're doing right here with this Justice, the Three of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles, you're right on the money when you honor your emotions regarding how things make you feel. And kudos to you, Bestie, because I feel like this took work in itself. It took work for us to even get to the point where we're not constantly thinking that we're tripping all the time when people fuck us over. I think that it takes like you're one and done around these parts with Power One. But this took work, right? This is actually like also a result of maybe people taking advantage of you a few different times. And I feel like right now you may feel like you're literally physically in a space, or financially, spiritually, mentally, whatever the case may be, in a space to where you can't afford people who are around you who are not here to push you forward, who are not here to support your divine path. Like, it's literally like you don't have space for it right now. I can see where you're bringing awareness to that, and I see that right now you're all about peace or nothing. I'm hearing lots of people finding peace. That's the vibes over here. And I do feel like, again, you're right for wanting to create distance between people, to get yourself together, to create space, and then to create decisions, and to communicate from a healthy space. I think that that's your intentions here. But where you are wrong, I do feel like that you guys may catastrophize and feel like you may, when you have to set certain boundaries with people, you may assume that everybody is going to be this way. You may assume, it's like almost like because you haven't seen it, we start to believe that there isn't better out there. We start to settle here. That's what I'm seeing with this Tower and this Judgment and the Four Wands in reverse. A lot of you guys have a blanket solutions for things, and if I feel like I'm being honest, this Tower right here gives like major shutting down type of energy. I didn't get what I wanted out of this situation, so I can't get it all at all, or I don't want anything at all. That type of mindset could be holding you back. That defeatist mindset could be holding you back here. Let's see if we can get some more supporting details here. In what way is this Power Moon right? Again, I do think that you're someone who's generally positive, generally happy, generally looking out for everybody else's best interest. So if you get to the point where you're like, wait a minute, no, I don't think that you're, I do feel like that's something where it's generally speaking, you're making the right decision making. But I do think there's a lot of energy surrounding when you go through these moments where you have to set these boundaries. I feel like the recovery moment, or the recovery period, it takes a while for you to kind of get back up, because it takes a while for you to accept that certain people are meant to be around you for a long time. It's like you kind of sit with that energy for a long time. You sit with the truth before you actually make action. With that Queen of Pentacles being there, you let things fester. You guys could also again, it's not that you're scary, it's not that you're angry, it's not that you're aggressive. You're very passionate there. I do get that energy here, and I do think that you're the type of person that you go hard for people, okay? And you're very compassionate people, and all you want is to be able to support other people, and you feel like that other people make you out to be one way, and that can be a bit frustrating when you feel like you constantly have to prove to people that you're a good person, that you're not tripping. A lot of people can feel like you're delusional, or that you have like this happy-go-lucky, I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear. It's like an energy surrounding, you may feel that people try to burst your bubble a lot, and that can be something that's frustrating, because you're literally being nice to people, and you're becoming aware that people are in secret competition with you. And I feel like for a lot of you guys are seeing people in your dreams, and you're paying attention a lot more to your dreams, and this is something that is bringing awareness to these things, and helping you decipher what moves to make. I'm also getting that for a lot of you guys, you're becoming more calculated. You're becoming more, some of you guys are learning to speak up for yourself, or to set certain boundaries. Some of you guys are, there's someone here that's on the spectrum. If that's something that you suspected, I can see that. I'm not a doctor, but there's someone here that may be ADHD or on the spectrum, and I can see how you create distance for your mental health because you know that that's what you need. And I do feel like you're right on the money when it comes to that. I do feel like that you guys may have good intentions, but you may have awareness that you lack certain social skills. You maybe only talk to or deal with on a close level a few people, 2 to 3 people max. Like everybody else you're probably cordial with, and they probably perceive your relationship to be closer than what it is, but for the most part you keep it real close knit. And I feel like it's for the reason that you know that a lot of people are committed to misunderstanding you. I think that you are someone who, I think that you are very giving with their resources as well. And I don't think there's something that for you to be feeling bad for, because it does feel like that every time you help someone, you may perceive it as, oh, I help these people, and when they go and they stab me back, maybe they needed it at the moment. And I think that you're right for always giving from a selfless perspective and a selfless place. A lot of you guys have that type of like childlike energy, that loving energy, that nurturing energy, kind of like that energy that kids have. They don't, for the most cases, yes, children see spirits and things of that nature, but for the most part, kids don't judge people by their credit score or their occupation or what they wear. Children judge people based off who their spirit is, what the spirit is like, and how they make them feel, how they treat them, you know. And I feel like that's the type of person that you are. So I'm not getting that there is a deep-rooted issue regarding the fabric of your being. I do see you as being a good person, and I think that that's something that you guys have to remind yourself of on a constant basis. And I think that you guys are just now coming into the realization that of your gifts, your talents, your beauty. There's way more people that like you than don't love you. You know, there's way more people that love you that don't. And I think that's something that you need to be aware of. I think that it's a waste of time to spend time wasting. Why did I say that like that? But it's like a repeat. That's the energy though. Like, it's a complete waste of time to rehash and to sit and wallow in what didn't work out. You know? Anything or anyone that you've lost was a gain, whether you see it like that now or not. If you don't see the vision now, pray that God reveals it to you to make it easier. That may be something that you need to ask for God to reveal the why. That might make it easier for you, because a lot of you guys like to have answers. Clarify the Tower and Judgment and the Four of Wands. I think that you guys could this is the thing. I think that you guys could be I think that you view people as dumb. That's where I feel like you're wrong in a situation. I think that you have a lack of good communication skills. And I think that's something where, although two things at once, yes, it's not necessarily your fault that you inherently have these issues. I do feel like it's mirror behaviors. I do think that it's a point in time when we have to grow up and we have to find a way to communicate our thoughts. I do feel that you have big emotions, and be that as it may, other people can have big emotions too, and you can be going through something, newsflash, at the same time that someone else is going through something. Some of you guys have Leo placements, or you guys could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have these placements heavily within your chart. But I'm getting an energy surrounding, a lot of you guys are very analytical people, and common sense is not so common. I just want to say where I can see where some of you guys make excuses for people because they pretend to not know anything, but a lot of times people know better. People know what they're doing, and that could be the reason you let things slide, because you probably look at people as idiots or incompetent to begin with. But I also see on the other end of the spectrum where you can kind of be pompous in a sense to where you think you're smarter than people, you can't learn from people. So I'm seeing it in both ways. It's about 50-50 depending on the situation. But for a lot of you guys, you could definitely like gaslight yourself into feeling responsible for educating people for being ignorant. 222 on the clock. You can see that a lot. I think that that's something that you guys need to be aware of. And it's either like you look at people like they're absolute fucking morons, and like you have this like, nobody's as good as me, nobody understands me, It's like sometimes you commit yourself to being misunderstood and you don't give people space to explain. Maybe because you're used to being gaslit, it's almost like a one and done. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting for you guys. I do feel like you guys have a temper as well, but you kind of let things fester. You don't communicate as well as you think you do. So by the time you speak up, it's kind of overboard and you come across as mocking people and belittling to a certain degree.
I'm not doing it today. Everybody has pissed me off. I'm going back to sleep. Don't text my phone. Don't call me. I'm over it. I'm done. Because you see the thing. Oh, I want to scream loud. Because the thing is,
I think that you guys could lash out at people because maybe you feel isolated or frustrated, maybe you feel misunderstood, and you could lash out on people who are who want to support you, who do love you, because you're experiencing this energy here and you don't have answers. It's like you're good to a lot of people, but when you're good to certain people who don't, when you have this consideration for everyone, by the time you get people who consider you, maybe there's a lot of misplaced or displaced anger or frustrations. I can see that.
It's quick. I can't stand you ungrateful bitches. You ungrateful bitches need Jesus.
I could also get an energy surrounding your blind spots. Could be you probably don't speak up when you actually want something. You just heavily allude to it. Somebody here is a dry beggar. So this.
Oh, hell no. I'm gonna call you back. So it's just fuck me, huh? Fuck me, right? I asked y'all to have this motherfucking house clean by the time I got off of work. What the hell? I was asleep, Mama. I'm sorry. Y'all sure right. Y'all fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna clean up now. Ain't the damn dishes. All I wanted to do was come home after a 12-hour shift to be comfortable. That's all. Is that too much to motherfucking ask for? It wasn't my day to do the dishes, Mama. Oh, Lord. And then y'all didn't even take the goddamn chicken out. I'm sorry. No, don't do shit for me. Don't do shit for me. I don't want you to do shit. No. I'm just supposed to go to work and bust my motherfucking ass and come home and have to do shit after y'all have been sitting at home all goddamn day. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. Y'all don't. Y'all fucking don't. Mama, I'm sorry. I fell asleep. And then Deanna, I asked you to take this goddamn trash out. Mama, don't worry about it. Don't do it now. I just do it myself and break my damn back. Nope. Why didn't you take out the trash? Why didn't you take the chicken out? I can't believe y'all. Y'all the most ungrateful kids I ever met in my life. What y'all gonna do when I'm dead and gone, huh? Mama, don't talk like that. No, for real. Cause I ain't gonna be here forever. I ain't gonna be able to do everything for y'all forever. You know what? I just can't. Y'all don't love me like how I love y'all. Cause y'all want birthdays and I make it happen. Y'all want shoes, I make it happen. I'm done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I just want my house clean.
Bigger. So this is like an energy surrounding maybe you really like somebody, but instead of just telling that person you really like them, you just be like, you be playing for real. It's like something. It's like a subtle energy. Something like you be thinking that you being mysterious, but really you're just being confusing. And you're.
Hi, my name is Carla Shaw. You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
You're not as easy to read as you perceive yourself to be, and I do feel like you're very understanding. But you get frustrated that people just don't naturally have that knack. But that's a gift that you have. That's something you should be very aware of. You have the gift of understanding. And you also have the gift of being misunderstood at times. But for the people who matter, the relationships that you value, take that extra step to help them understand you on a deeper level. If that makes sense. When we talk about this energy, there's a teenager here and her parents are back there. Some of you guys have a tendency to bite the hand that feeds you. Some of you guys have a tendency to talk at people rather than to people. You guys your verbiage could be a little bit you can offend people without realizing it. And I do see where you guys could, you really, truth be told, you want to be left the fuck alone. But it's a way that you can say it without being mean. Maybe that's what it is, because it's almost like I heard earlier monitoring spirit, but I didn't want to say it. You guys can feel like people just in your business a lot, and it's like If you're not gonna help, it's like I can do better by myself. You're not gonna help me. Why do I need to report to you? Why do I need to explain things to you? Why are you blowing me up? It's giving real big energy surrounding, and this is my awkward black girl pal. That's or my anxious people pal. This is that type of energy surrounding, or women in general, where it's like it's almost like people treat it like it's a crime for a woman to be irritated, but it's a lot. As a responsibility, it's a lot that goes into being a mother. For those of you where that applies to, it's a lot that goes into being a person of color and a woman. It's a lot that goes into being a woman in general. For Christ's sakes, we fucking bleed. We household strangers in our bodies for months at a time. We give birth to said stranger, then we raise those strangers to be upstanding citizens, or with the intentions for them to be good, and then we have to deal with the people who placed the stranger inside. It's like it's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that we're being held responsible to do, but be that as it may, people don't. It's almost like you go to the doctor, but you don't tell the doctor exactly what's wrong with you. You just expect it to know and just fix it. That's not. You can make it what you want, but it's going to take a little while before that happens, you know. Or you might miss out on some healthcare. You might miss out on some resources because you didn't open your mouth. That's kind of what I'm getting here. This teenager energy right here next to SpongeBob. It's like an energy surrounding feelings spread thin.
Like I'm just fed the fuck up. I can't take another minute of this bullshit. Oh, that's why 95% of the time I'm by myself. I don't deal with relationships. I can't stand that shit. I just can't. Motherfuckers, start focusing on your shit and your shit only. Get your shit together. Stop worrying about somebody else.
Maybe it's a certain way. Maybe you feel bad for telling people that you don't want to be bothered. Because I get an energy surrounding, like, it's not that I don't like you. It's not that I don't want to be around you. I just don't want to be around anybody. And it's not a personal attack to you.
It's getting weird. I feel really uncomfortable.
And that could be something where it's difficult for you to explain that to people. But your issue, the fault isn't, you are not responsible for how they take it. You're just responsible for communicating. And that's where I feel like the issue lies. A lot of relationships can be strained because you just don't want to have that awkward conversation, because you don't want it to be a conversation. You just want to be able to mic drop, I don't want to be bothered right now, and that'd be it. But it's a better way you could do things. Or you just want to be able to come back and pick things up, pick relationships up when you feel like it. You might have mood swings, and you just expect people to kind of like overlook these mood swings, but that could be an irresponsible way of navigating certain responsive relationships, because then when people do have those blow-ups on you, you don't have that same remorse or understanding when the anger is directed towards you, and then it's just that clear-cut cutoff, you know. I think that you guys can be black and white with other people, but when it comes to yourself and how you respond, because you can empathize and you can see, or you know your experiences, that's when you can see in color. I feel like you're being called, not to say you're a bad person, because I can see where you're empathetic, I can see where you're understanding, but I think that you're being called, especially in times where you're frustrated and irritable, to think before you speak, to take a breather and relax, and rest before you respond. I feel like you're also being called to relax at a time like this and take time away from, like you're being called to maybe communicate a little bit more, baby steps, certain conversations. It's like, what at this phase of your life, what are people going to do? Bend you over, pound one, and spank you? You might like it. Shit, you left. It's like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, they maybe say something that you don't want to hear, or they may get upset, but it's like for me, I have a granddad who I just blocked the shit out of my papa, y'all. And let me tell y'all why. I gave him my number after just changing it, because for some reason my cousin decided to put me in a fucking group chat, and they texted about a bunch of bullshit. And one thing about me, I love my family, don't get me wrong, but I'm an in-person type of vibe. Don't fucking call me, because then I have the type of family where they like to ask a bunch of questions and provide no help or solution. They just like to know what the fuck you got going on. They like to text you and call you, actually saying shit. And I just don't like feeling like I gotta report to people. I'm a grown-ass woman, that bothers me. And me and my aunt happen to have a split. I'm gonna get to like the whole shebang, right? And there's a little static. My papa knows about this. My papa's type person, He wants to call me 3 times a day, every fucking day. Ain't shit changed, bro. Like, I be in the house every day, and I share, like, a space with my sister. Me and my sister have always, like, roomed together. That's, like, my best friend. But my best friend and I don't talk all day, throughout the day, every day. It's not necessary, you know? I don't like that codependent type of shit. If I feel like a friend is acting like they're melting down and disintegrating because I take some energy back to myself, I'm more than likely not going to want to be that person's friend anymore. I've like released relationships and friendships that I feel like were too codependent. I don't like clinginess. I don't like possessiveness. So he gets mad because for 2 days I just don't pick up the phone because we talk every day, all day, for 3 times a day. That's too much. He gives my number to my aunt, and it pisses me the fuck off, right?
You don't get it yet, do you? I just gave you an opportunity of a lifetime, brother. And I'd be damn, I'd be disrespected like this.
Now, here's the issue. On one end, I can understand my point of view. I need a fucking break, right? Type of energy. I need a break. I don't want to talk. But if I talk to my granddad and tell him I don't want to talk, he's going to try to guilt trip me. And he's going to do this whole, oh, I understand. Nobody likes your papa. Nobody loves me. And da-da-da-da-da-da. Which is absolutely fucking wrong and manipulative, right? Right. And I'm right for feeling the way I feel. Now, instead of just saying that and say, hey, this is my boundary. And then when this person retaliates and responds in that way, setting another boundary and say, hey, what you're doing is manipulative, da-da-da-da-da. And this is my response to that. And leaving it at that. I just stopped talking to him, and he retaliates and give my number to my aunt, and God knows whoever else. Pissed me off, I blocked him. We're in a nice relation. Now, he's probably upset and sad as fuck because my granddad, because he went from talking to me 3 times a day, every day, so now he's not going to have no access to me because you gave my fucking number out. And I feel like that's a complete violation of privacy. On one end, I could understand his energy of like being black and white, but also I could have communicated and maybe he would have understood beforehand. Maybe all I have to do was say, hey, Papa, I'm okay. I need space. Or I'm busy. You know, even if I picked up the phone every time and just told him I'm busy, maybe that would have been a way to communicate. Or maybe I just could have been transparent. Maybe an argument. It's like I was avoiding of conflict with this person just for it to be one regardless. That's the whole point of me telling you guys this story. It's an air of I don't want to make anyone comfortable. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I really don't like somebody here don't require it with someone else or another relationship is like entailing or needing, and instead of just being transparent, it's like you're allowing it to irritate you. It's like letting things, it's like fester. It's like it's like little things. It's like I was working a job and I had some passive aggressive coworkers. So instead of me just telling them up front, hey, I really fucking hate the fact that you do this and you micromanage me with everything I do and you don't have a managerial title, please stop talking to me in a professional way. Obviously I wouldn't say it like that. Instead of me just saying that, I would just sit there and look at them like upside their head.
I actually wouldn't mind my job if I didn't hate everyone.
12 individual packages?
There's the guy who can't take the hint.
12 individual packages.
The drama queen who never shuts up.
And when I confronted him, she's not even black. She was Puerto Rican.
Oh no.
The loud black bitch.
For real? Nah, but let me tell you, you just nasty though.
Just keep it down a little bit.
Keep it down.
Yeah, just I'm gonna call.
Yeah, anyway, so
The guy who always makes weird noises. And the space invading germ chick who probably has AIDS.
can you put this in the, oh, I'll just put it here. Let me show you these files.
They're all pretty much the worst people in life.
Jay!
But they don't hold a candle to this bitch.
I decided to promote Nina.
Oh my god!
Nina.
I hate her.
Hey. Look, I know things have been tense between us ever since I got the position that you wanted. And I thought about it, and I know how humiliating and embarrassing that for you.
I actually don't remember being that affected by it, so... Stupid Lexi, bitch. You think you're the shit, but everybody knows your vagina smells like fish. 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 No lesbo. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure you were. Look, my sorors and I are going out to dinner after work if you want to meet up later.
You know what? That's actually really nice. I didn't eat lunch today,
Oh,
so...
no. I meant after my sorors and I eat. Those are my girls.
Actually, you know what? I forgot. I'm actually doing something tonight, so thanks. Maybe next time, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm officially making today my last day.
And it wasn't that I didn't like those people, I just disliked the way they worked. So then it created a more hostile work environment than necessary, because I didn't want to communicate, because I feel like it was common fucking sense. If we're both adults and we're working somewhere, why do you as a normal employee feel called to come from your station to my station to tell me anything or to talk to me? Why? Like, I'm that type of person. Like, I have extroverted moments, and because I do things like this, people tend to think that I'm more extroverted than what I am, but I really want to be by my fucking self, and I can see that for you guys. I can see where you guys are shy girls or shy boys cosplaying as extroverts, and trust me, you are seeing, honey. I get it. 1,000% and it can be so frustrating to have to reiterate to people, no, it's not you, it's not even really me, it's just like, I need space. It's like, it's not. Will, if you're watching this power, let me know. It's a type of vibe, like, I don't hate you, you be cool. But why do we have to talk every day? Why do I have to, like, it's like I'm doing damage control for everybody else, and that shit gets exhausted. So then when we get to our fucking max capacity, it's like we end up having like these big ass catastrophic endings with people that could have been avoided had we communicated prior. I feel like a lot of you guys just feel like it's no point. A lot of you guys have this type of energy, it's not going to go anywhere, so I'm not going to say anything. The conversation isn't going the way I want it to, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to get the desired outcome, so I'm not going to say anything. And maybe that's not the point of it all. I think that you guys are doing too much looking into other people's emotions. This could also be that. This could also be, I'm stifling how I feel before it gets to the point of me being frustrated. I told my papa way before then, I don't like talking like that. Just before it became an issue, like the first 5 times he did it, instead of letting it fester for months on end. I could have just told him the first time we did that, Papa, we just talked earlier, we don't talk every day. I could have told him that up front, but no, I let it fester to the point where it got on my last nerve, and I just was like, oh my God, I need a break. And I just put my phone do not disturb or airplane mode for days on end, because I just didn't want to be bothered, you know? And it's a better way of doing things. I feel like it's levels, and it's like you can play damage. If you're going to do damage control, it's a better way to do it. Also, I can see where, because I do this sometimes, if I put something on TV and my sister doesn't give me a certain reaction right then, my psyche, because I was around certain people growing up, is trained to believe that, oh, you're being lame, oh, she's just interested. People are not going to always respond the way you want them to respond, and that's okay. It's their life, it's their journey, and it doesn't mean anything negative or like inadvertently wrong with you.
The next time you see yourself as a failure, remember these wise words. Nuh-uh.
Because people's actions and reactions have nothing to do with you. You're only responsible for yourself. I think that you guys get yourself in a rut and you get depleted by overlooking and overanalyzing things. Like if a person here is on a date with you, if they have certain body language, you automatically assume it's one thing or that you did something wrong. If someone is upset and they are around you, you assume this person is mad at you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of these things can be chopped at the knees if we start to ask questions, or we even start to say, hey, I feel this way. Maybe some conversation can be cleared up, or hey, when this happened earlier, did you mean that by this? It's like it's different things. We're right for feeling how you feel, right? But we're not right for festering with it. We're not right for holding with it and sitting with it and building cases before we can present these as issues. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel like if you maybe you have people around you that you look up to, and maybe you it's like I love you, but what you require, I can't provide it. And that's a hard thing to articulate to some people that you care about. Maybe some people here are more needy, and it's like I have other responsibilities. I have other things on my plate, and it doesn't mean that I love you, but I'm no longer like I like my priorities are different. Now, if I was like 6 years old or something like that, what else would I have to do besides talk to my granddad? But I'm a grown ass woman with bills and life be life, and I should, what if I'm dating? Why are we talking like we together? It's that type of energy. It's like boundaries that need to be set, and we can't get upset when people come over in our life and certain problems arise because we lack boundaries if we never implement them until the very last minute. If we get into relationships with people and they don't treat us with the respect that we're deserving of, but we allow them to come at us the first time in disrespectful ways.
That motherfucker shenan once, best believe they gonna shenan again.
We can't get mad when they continue to disrespect us. If we're in romantic connections and situations, because I can also see that as well, where it's like someone may be the one, but they not acting right appropriately. If we don't ever hold them accountable when it first fuck up, and it's like it's levels to it. Like, let me figure out a better way to explain it. It's like if my kid is always throwing tantrums, and every time they throw a tantrum I turn on the TV, the one day I get upset because they're always throwing tantrums and it's very annoying, and I haul off and I hit them, that's not an appropriate response, because I have not been adequately responding to this behavior or setting an adequate boundary with this child, or redirecting this child adequately, or teaching this child how to behave in a situation, teaching this person what I need, because this is a relationship where I can consider this person who has consideration for me, or somebody that I'm responsible for having consideration for, i.e. a child. Take it how it resonates. I'm gonna pull some more cards to see if I get some more details. King of Swords wanted to show itself, and Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys have some money coming. This could also be an energy surrounding, you guys could have a vibe surrounding, you guys could think that people, you don't deserve to have certain access to certain people, or to be around certain people, or to go places, or to experience life, or experience things if you aren't at a certain level in life. Your perception of self, like you could base your adequacy or your worth based off what you can provide to others, and that could be something that you're also doing wrong. And it could also be stemming from like some lack mindsets that were instilled in you from childhood. Tell me more about, what are we talking about today for Power 1? Cards fall on the floor. What are we talking about for Power 1? What are we talking about for Power 1? Okay. Knight of Cups. And the Three of Wands. What are we talking about for Power 1? The High Priestess. The Fool card. The Knight of Wands. And the Two of Swords. Okay, the way you express love and the way you need love is different than other people's. This Knight of Wands energy could be too much for a Knight of Pentacles, right? Some people here are just nosy, and you probably have to set certain boundaries surrounding, like, you are uncomfortable sharing certain information. It's like that one coworker that want to know what you do outside of work, where you stay at, where you hang at, what's your number, what's your social media, and that might be too fucking much. And it's like, damn, pry much?
God, your hair. I go out of town for 1 month and I come back and it's like, did it shrink? Do you wash it? Can you wash it? Girlfriend, how are we gonna go get cornrows now? Why did you change it? Oh, it was Black History Month. Is that how your ancestors wore it? What about your boyfriend? Does he like it? He dumped you? Could you hook us up? I'm just kidding.
Situations like these make me angry and uncomfortable. I would love to express that to her.
Shut up! Shh! Shut up! Seriously, what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
But I'm passive aggressive, and I hate confrontation. So I just hold my feelings inside until...
It reminds me of pubic hair. Can I touch it?
No!
And it's like, for you, it's like common sense. It's like some people here have a hard time thinking like, oh, well, if I set a boundary, I'm frank, that makes me mean. No, it doesn't make you mean. It makes you honest. It makes you transparent. Give people the opportunity to get to know you for who you are, not the person that you carefully curated for them based off what you feel they can handle. These are grown-ass adults that we're speaking of in this instance here, and set boundaries. It's like it's a way that you can do it and don't feel guilty afterwards, and then go back on your word when people make you feel bad. You know, just be mindful of when it comes to people that you actually love and care about. Be mindful that you are not becoming overkill when it comes to situations, even if they retaliate and they're wrong in situation, whether they're wrong or not, whether it's people that you consider or not. I feel like that you give a lot of your energy toward and like anger. You release a lot of energy with anger. You have a lot of like outbursts. You could get very frustrated. Maybe that's the issue in itself. Maybe you get frustrated when people do certain things that are meant to show you where you stand with certain people. Me and my sister have this saying, like, why do we get mad when mortals do mortal shit?
You know what? You know what? I have no comeback.
It's that type of energy. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Let's see. Let's see. What is Pile 1 doing right regarding their blind spots? Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. I think that you guys have like the gift of sight. You guys are seeing things very clearly. I don't think you guys really have blind sights regarding seeing the issues at hand. 3 of Wands here. And the 9 of Wands. I think that you turned the other cheek on a lot of people, rightfully so, because you may be redefining what love looks like to you rather than taking what other people, what they say is love, and accepting it because they're giving it to you. So you guys are turning down certain offers of love, whether it's romantic or platonic, that are not aligned with your purpose. And I do think that's a very positive shift and change that you guys are making in your life, especially for my fire signs and my air signs, okay? I just heard like a ringing in my ear. Really loud. Okay, so what are they doing wrong? What are their blind sides? Their blind spots? 7 of Cups. Beating, or I feel like you beat around the bush. Some of you guys go back on your ways. You can be fake. Like you can get around people because you don't want any confrontation. Like you know a bitch don't like you. You know a bitch got pressure with you. But you still be nice to this person even though you don't like them. You know that they're rude to you. Even though that you know they're jealous of you. You still nice to this person. Or you still beat around the bush when they ask you what's wrong because they sit there and they throw a pity party. It's like you guys get baited into into being innocent or being kind to people that you don't want to. Some of you guys have an issue with like speaking to people, like greeting people. That could be like a sign of disrespect that you can work on. Like not saying that everybody deserves a clear conversation, but some of you guys, it's acknowledging people could be a thing, or when they speak to you, when you care about them. Well, I'm talking about the people that you actually, this is the consideration that you're saving for people that consider you. In your interpersonal relationships, you could lack the ability to maintain eye contact. You can just look past people, or you could be multitasking when you should be giving people your undivided attention. That could be something that regarding your personal relationships that could be affected. That people could be saying, hey, they don't like when you do that. That could be an issue. Overall, I'm getting more so like allowing people, when you set these boundaries, allowing these people here to make you feel bad for setting these boundaries with them and how you're doing it. And I don't feel like these are the people that you care about that are making you feel guilty. I feel like the people that you care about, they kind of just, they understand you're going through things, and they probably don't say anything at all to you. And if they do, you kind of, you know to fix it. You're in the clear about that and you work on it. So this wouldn't be your first time hearing it. I feel like your blind side is more so when you set boundaries with these people here, they don't have your best interest in mind. I think that you kind of fester about how fucked up it is, how wrong it is. And I think that when you go around these people, you tend to just be like, it takes so much energy to be mad, let's just bury the hatchet. And two things can exist at once. You don't have to stay mad at this person, but you can also hold this person accountable. You don't have to pretend. It's like going on and get along. So this lets me know this is like family or co-workers, people that you feel like you are obligated to be around, therefore you have to act a certain type of way to make your experience around these people easier. And I do feel like the spirit is you know what they're saying, where they say you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. It's like an energy surround, and be careful or cognizant of the company that you keep. Clarify the 7 of Cups at the Tower. Temperance, exactly. It's like, this is where it gets tricky, because I feel like it's 50-50. Like, I can see where you guys are not doing it where it counts, but you're overcompensating and policing people who are wait, like old as shit with those snails, like old enough to fucking know better. People that are slow to grow. I also feel like you guys have a tendency to forget when people like don't fuck with you when you don't have certain things, and then they pop out the blue. And maybe it's an energy strength. Maybe you feel like because people do certain things for you that you have to put up with certain things. Well, they're doing this for me, so I have to tolerate them mistreating me. Well, I have a job, work here, so I have to tolerate racism. I have to tolerate being no, that's not true.
Delete, block, is bad.
You don't have to tolerate that. Imagine a timeline where something can be different and accept change and embrace change. Because that could be a thing here. You may feel like because someone is something in your life or position, it excuses certain behavior. And that could be something you have to be real with yourself about and stand on it. It's like, I see you guys being it clear like it's wrong, but then you gaslight yourself into thinking, well, maybe with my work, if I'm patient, no, don't wait for this person to change. Don't wait for these people to change. It's not worth it. It's like a waiting energy. And then people don't pour into you what you're pouring into them, or they don't have the same patience with you, you get frustrated. And then the monster comes out. And your monster is greater than a lot of these people's monsters.
You're jealous. You're insecure. No one that feels that great about themselves has to put others down the way that you do. Until the point that I'm not done talking yet. You will speak when I'm done.
Oh, honey. Girl, security.
Tell me more about what they're doing wrong. What are their blind spots for Power 2? Excuse me, Power 1. What is Power 1's blind spots? Again, the Magician is popping up. I think that you guys have to be aware that you can change your dynamic, and what you think about, you bring about. So if you're constantly thinking about how awkward or how complicated or a conflict or something like that, then that's what you're going to manifest in your reality. But if you look at things like the Queen of Swords, like, okay, so I can't change how people are, but I can choose to accept who they show me that who they prove themselves to be, right? So if this person has proven themselves to be a friend, I will accept that energy until they prove to me that there is something different, and I will also accept that energy. If this person has proven to me that they are a liar, I would accept them as a liar, not into my energy, but I will accept that that is who they are, you know? And I will make a decision moving forward what our relationship consists of, if it consists of a relationship at all, you know? Because I have that choice. It's always exercising your choice. It's also saying, oh, that person is a good person, but I choose not to have this person in my experience. I don't want this person as a friend. They're friendly, but I don't want this person as a friend. It's exercising your choice and understanding that you always have a choice. And when you have these hiccups in life or these conflicts, you can handle these conflicts. Like, I feel like that's something that you should be aware of. These people here are not your God. You don't answer to man. You're giving them a courtesy out of the kindness of your heart, but it's not. It's really more so you can sleep at night. Maybe these conversations could facilitate or give you certain clarity answers when people start to react a certain way. Because the only time your boundaries offend people is when they lack those boundaries, or when they're attached, or the person that they love is something that you're trying to kill off. It's the part of you that doesn't love yourself. It's part of you that doesn't have boundaries. It's part of you that is subordinate on a constant basis. And if someone's relationship with you is dependent on your compliance 100% of the time, 9 out of 10 isn't worth it. But I feel like a lot of you guys be trying to like You know a family member is not for you. You know a cousin is jealous of you. You know an aunt is incompatible with you. You know if this person is toxic. You know your mom is jealous. You know that your dad is this way. You know somebody's a deadbeat. You know these things, but it's like dancing around it instead of facing the music and facing the beat and knowing that if God has to put me in a situation, it is because it's already written that I will triumph over it. So let me just put myself on my highest timeline so that I can know how to transmute this energy. Maybe moving like that rather than or as opposed to just avoiding the conflicts altogether. I hope that makes sense, guys. Advice for power one. I really hope that makes sense. Advice for power one regarding their blind spots. Whew. I did not expect this reading to be so long. Advice for power one regarding their blind spots. The World card. Okay. You guys can be watching this at the end of the year. Whatever relationships that have fell out of your life, allow them to. I think that you guys, maybe it's like some of you guys are just scared of being a villain or the bad guy in certain people's story, and it may have to be that way. What is for you will never pass you by. Be transparent, stand on business, articulate how you feel. It's not going to always come out right the first time, but you won't become a good communicator by never communicating, if that makes sense. You have to start somewhere, right? And allow new people to get a chance to get to know you. I don't even feel like you guys are opposed to connections. It's just the type of connections that people try to force upon you. It's almost like you ever dated somebody who knew that they were non-monogamous, but they try to present themselves as like only wanting one person, and then they get with you and then they cheat. And it's like, we could... It's that type of energy. It's like some people try to force polygamy on people, you know. Then they try to say, oh well, I don't know. It's like a lot. Some people, listen, the whole point of me bringing it is not me talking about people forcing polygamy, but some people try to force the way they like love or the way they want to experience love on you, and they want you to accept it because it comes with them. But you understand that you have a choice. If this is a relationship, take it how it resonates. If this is somebody here that you know don't want to be in a committed relationship, and they have shown you habitually that this person here is going to always step out and do what they want to do, you understand that you have a choice. You do not have to stay there. You do not have to create an illusion in which you have a tie to this person that isn't really there just because you want to have access to this person. What comes with this person? What comes with these people? What comes with these family members? What comes with this friendship? Okay, is it costing you your peace? Is it costing you your sanity? If so, I think that it is for your highest good to just cut your losses and just chop this relationship, all right? But if you find this relationship here is not costing you those things, or not costing you the peace or things of that nature, and it's more so you feel like this person or this relationship is going to be collateral damage as a result of other relationships or other things, situational things that were going on in your life, then that's a different type of story. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like that what we're bringing up awareness to is certain relationships where people are trying to force you to go along with some bullshit, and it's like you're the black sheep for a reason. It's a reason you don't fit in with these family members, because you see this shit is toxic. It don't make, like, people's dynamics be weird and funky, but I'm not gonna spend too much time in this reading, guys. Just trust your intuition, okay? Don't go along with no bullshit. Close out cycles. Learn, like, stand on business. That's the best thing I can say. That's just the thing for you guys reading, is to stand on fucking business. Speak your truth. Articulate one thing. The first time people have you fucked up, just let them know. And you don't gotta be rude about it. You know, sometimes it calls for that, but sometimes it don't. You'll know when. Just ask God to mind your tongue. You know, to order your footsteps, and to be a voice for you in times like this when you have conflicts, and speak up for yourself, right? So that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys. Send the money back and around on social systems to be your reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
I ate it up again. Yeah, high heels on my tippies. Don't say ain't gabbana, that's on my titties. High heels on my tippies. Don't say ain't gabbana, that's on my titties.
My beautiful baby Kate, it's your girl Key to Oracle, back with another reading. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing today your blind spots, just generally speaking. I'm gonna pull some cards to see what exactly Spirit wants to highlight to you about, rather than you coming here for like a specific thing. I might pick up on that thing, but you might be like gaslighting yourself about something that you're completely in the clear about, so it might not necessarily be a blind spot. But I'm gonna see what Spirit is highlighting. It might be something that you're come to this reading thinking about, but my intention is set for each pile that spirit directs me to channel and to speak on what they deem appropriate. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into you guys' reading. Let me clear the space and put energy. Spirit guides, ancestors, support my viewers on their divine path. I know it too. Protect me as I channel these messages. Should enjoy that it's not a view, spirit. Okay, so, gosh, for me, I just literally woke up. Like, I took a 2-hour, 22-minute, and 22-second nap. So, I'm recording for Power 2 because last night I recorded for Power 1. And, child, I'm tired. So, we're recording for Power 2. And now, a whole nother day. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, that is something that you need rest. Like, you need rest. Some of you guys need to take breaks from people and not feel guilty about it, which is kind of like reminiscent of Power 1 when I did it last night as well. For a lot of you guys, you're being called to self-preservation is something that was highlighted to me. And also I'm seeing an eagle feather. So some of you, that could be your spirit totem, something to do with an eagle. Some of you guys could be like have sandy red hair watching this. I don't know what that's or you could be inquiring about somebody with sandy red hair. That's just channeled. But let's see, let's pull the card. What are we gonna be talking about for my past viewers? What are we gonna be talking about? I did my nails too before you guys just found. So it's like some of you guys, either you're being called to do this, your confirmation, because we have peace and she's doing self-care. Some of you guys are being called to not feel guilty for doing things that make yourself feel good. For others of you, that could be what we're talking about here. But for most of y'all, I just feel like the spirit is telling you guys that you guys put a lot of emphasis on taking care of other people, but it's like it's time for you to pour into your self-love cup. That is something that we're going to be discussing here. We're going to be discussing, literally you can go and ghost on people for self-preservation. Exactly what I was talking about. I can't make this shit up. It just came straight the fuck out. Just like that, I shuffled. Boom, there it is. Literally, we talking about this. So, self-care, we're talking about self-preservation. Okay, what they say, freedom and peace. Making decisions on your own and standing on it, not consulting everybody else, because sometimes it's not a group assessment. No longer living your life in third person. So I'm proud of you, bestie. With I Can, is believing in yourself. And with silence and the silent retreat, it's believing that you can, like, some of you guys feel guilty for not talking to certain family members or for setting boundaries or for like disassociating, but you might need that. And the energy that it's requiring to go check up with other people and let them know, hey, I'm going on a hiatus, so I can do. You might not have the energy to explain that to people. So similar energy that is carrying from Power 1, but it's different for you all. I get a major collective energy surrounding self-preservation. So I'm going to possibly do like a collective reading, because I felt called to do like another metaphysical Monday anyway. I might need to do that because I can see the collective energy already. I'm also getting an energy surrounding random message. A lot of you guys, you've been wanting to learn how to cook pasta. It's something that you probably feel like you can't do. Maybe there's somebody in your vicinity or close to you that is really good at cooking, so you're probably insecure whenever you get in the kitchen. Or maybe there's a lot of women on social media who tend to cook better. Like, it's just, or man, period, or people in general that you see that can cook and you probably burn a few things. And some of you guys are like insecure about getting in the kitchen or wanting to cook because maybe eating out is getting expensive, and that could be something to where you actually could cook. Like, obviously anybody could cook. That's just, it's following recipes, it's patience. A lot of people think that it's like a magic thing. It's really not. It's literally just you wanting to cook. Because I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat, if you have people around you who treat you like you're obligated to get into the kitchen, or who penalize your food, what the fuck is going on? Apple, what is this? Don't know why the fucking celebration came out. It's probably because I talk with my hands. So let me get out the camera. It's like an energy surrounding you. Probably, it's like some of you guys have performance anxiety with cooking, or it's just in general with doing things for other people. Like, maybe, I don't know, like your love language could be gift giving or something like that for somebody. And if you guys have been wondering or concerned about cooking for yourself or a partner, that is something that you can do. That is something that you're capable of doing. That's a specific message for somebody. Well, let's put some tarot on it to see what we're going to be talking about for Power 2. What are we going to be talking about for Power 2? We have the Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. Okay. Hold on. Let me channel y'all. Somebody here has ADHD. I'm not a doctor, but somebody here could be ADHD, or people could critique your methods of doing things. We also have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so breaking free from traditional values is something that I see that we're going to be talking here about. Some of you guys have a lot of ideas that you want to jump off. There's a lot of things you want to do. Like somebody here is like, you want to be a fashion designer, you want to be a mogul, you want to be an influencer, you want to be a personality, you want to be all these things. But right now, let's hone in and focus on one thing, get that out the way, master it, and so on and so forth. Sometimes I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's completing a task, and because you guys haven't seen things flourish and grow into something big because you haven't stayed with it. I feel like that's, before we get into you guys' blind sides, I can already see it. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you start a lot of things, it doesn't generate the results that you want immediately, so you give it up and you start something different. But then you go into this new thing with a defeatist mindset because the last thing didn't work, or jump off immediately. Some of you guys are looking for that like overnight success type of thing, but you're not seeing the work that people are putting in prior to that, if that makes sense at all. That's kind of the energy or the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. Some of you guys are wasting your creative energy as well with sex with people. Some of you guys give it up too way too soon. That's also the thing that we're going to be discussing in you guys' reading. We're going to be talking about your sex life. We're going to be talking about your ideas, possibly even dibbling dabbling and discussing your dreams, because I can see where you guys get messages from masculine energies in your dreams, and it's like, what the fuck was that? And you just dismiss it and don't like talk about it a lot. Some of you guys have a lot of dreams of people having sex with you in your dreams. That could be something that we're going to be talking about in today's reading. I'm also getting self-love, possibly the need to masturbate, possibly removing the guilt surrounding masturbating, and touching yourself, getting familiar with your body could be something that we're going to be discussing in today's reading. Saying you don't want to do things and just standing on that, standing on business is what we're going to be talking about. Reoccurring thing for the collective. Also with the Page of Wands, right, with I Can, following through with your creative pursuits is going to be something that we're discussing. We're also going to be touching on creating in silence, moving in silence without telling anybody what you're going to do. The amount of times I've released to the public, oh, I'm going to start doing this on my YouTube, and then I start having like thoughts that are not my own, or something happens like my fucking computer breaks. When I have a flow of me doing good on my channel, I'll tell the world, oh, I'm going to start doing this, this, and this. This is the content that I'm finna post. Then some random bitches will start posting the content I said I was going to post. People with bigger platforms, and all of a sudden my computers and shit break. I have to do, it's like a major life change that is inflicted on me and things of that nature. It's stuff like that. I'm getting a vibe or energy surrounding like you guys are being called to learn how to move inside. Some of you guys just can't hold water for shit. It's because you don't have that type of hailer type of energy. Hey guys, to everybody that's in the chat, because I'm recording this out on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me already on Instagram, because I'm going to be posting this on YouTube, go ahead and do so. The link is below in the description box. Needing to practice more self-love without feeling guilty. Also a little bit of these dreams that you're having where somebody's having sex with you in your dreams. Also, I feel like we're going to be discussing your need to stand on business and not let people gaslight you into allowing them back into your energy when you set a boundary. If you need time to recruit, that's okay. And also we're going to be talking about some lessons that you have learned that I think that you have allowed you to. Some of you guys are spending way too much time specifically watching like influencers who are anti-men. Some of you guys are scorned, and you're allowing people who are also scorned to influence your future. A lot of you guys are watching, because I don't want to say any names specifically, but it's kind of like, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm Aries. It's kind of like if you're somebody that's 19 and you're watching Sure 7 like all day fucking long, like all day, and that's where you get your dating advice from, or you're asking your auntie who has never been, like, either they've been married and they're unhappy, or they've never been married, or you're talking to your friend who probably don't get as much play as you about relationship advice. Some of you guys, it just could be like a family member that you're getting love advice from, but this person here, either for some of you guys, this person is just flat out lesbian, or for some of you guys, these people are super religious. Whatever it is, their situation don't reflect yours. They don't have the same privileges you do, because you're pretty as fuck, or you're fine as fuck, you're talented as fuck. They don't have access to the same type of people you do, and they also, everybody don't have the grace of marriage. A lot of people think that, oh, it's just a contract. It's way more than that. It's like, it's standing before God. It's a covenant before God. That's what marriage is, or what it's been intended to be. Everybody don't have the grace. Everybody don't have the grace of happiness because of some of the things that they've done. Also, we're going to be talking about this year specifically, the year 2024. If you're watching this, and how much I'm recording, or general, you guys could be in life path number 8, or you guys, if you're not already familiar, this is the year of karma. So do unto others, and it shall be done unto you. Do not retaliate against people in a way that you don't want them to retaliate against you. Do not scam people. Specifically for my women, do not go out of your way to scam men. It will literally bite you in the ass this year. It's the year of the 8. This is the year, if you know you're going to manipulate and lie, I'm telling you, people are going to be pulling U's on you. So make sure that you do right by people in 2024 if you're watching it this in the year in which I'm recorded. Of course, it's timeless, or if you have the life path 8, it's heavily advised that you treat people the way you want to be treated. That you don't step on toes. If you step on toes, to apologize. If people are offended, doesn't mean you have to agree. You can still, it's like amicable separations. So we'll see. Let's pull like your blind sides. What are you right about and what are you wrong about? Just to clarify. Okay. Before I just get to chit. This is just what we're gonna be discussing. The Freedom in the Night of One suggests that a lot of you guys want to take a break. Some of you guys, I'm hearing, I don't want to work for the machine or the man. Some of you guys, people are rushing you to want to work and be employed somewhere that you don't want to be. Some of you guys, it literally makes you physically sick to work. Like, literally. Some of you guys are like, I'm destined to be a housewife. Like, no. Like, no, I just can't. And I feel you. I was having these same thoughts, like, maybe 24 hours ago, probably less than that, I get it. In what ways is Pile 2 right about these situations? In what ways are they right? You guys do have ability to be in the present. Sometimes, like, a lot of you guys are enjoying your youth while you have it, but youth is like more of an energy of spirit. I think that you guys are young at heart. I think that you guys are I don't know, I feel like you guys are by power. I feel like you actively go out and chase the things that you want. You might not follow it through, but you chase the things that you're interested in. You're a great person when it comes to initiating things. You're very charismatic. I also feel like for some of you guys, I feel like you hang out, a lot. And I think that this is something that your guides are applying. They appreciate the fact that some of you guys are taking yourself out, like, in the present moment. Like, you're not waiting on anybody else to add fulfillment and joy into your life. A lot of you guys have learned the art of partying by yourself. It's like the type of people that go to a bar and leave the bar with friends. This is like that type of vibe. Or if it's not like necessarily a bar type of thing, maybe you guys go into jobs and things of that nature, and you have made an effort to get to know people or to make friends. I think that you have opened yourself up to new situations. I'm not going to say that those people here are worth being maintained, but I think that you're being applauded for at least getting your foot in the water in regards to being more social. A lot of you guys could have been like super fucking nerds. You've always been hot, but you probably were super, maybe unappreciated in your youth, okay? And I can see now, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let me so whatever it say. I'm coming. So something about somebody here is having, like, I don't know if you're literally like masturbating a lot, or if you're having a lot of sex, or if it's a lot of energy surrounding like tapping into your sensual energy with the enjoy the now right on top of the Knight of Wands. For me, this is giving an energy surrounding, like, some of you guys are going out more and worrying less. That's what I'm hearing. that's kind of something that's being encouraged. I feel like it makes you feel good, and I feel like it's like an energy surrounding freedom. It's like security within self. And some of you guys, like, obviously we live in a fucking apocalypse of sassy men who are always trying to police our bodies. So I could see where you have specifically a lot of like feminine ancestors who are encouraging this type of mindset. I do think this is something that is positive for you. It is impacting you in a positive way. So if anybody tells you that you need to change the way you dress or change how bubbly of a person that you are, because I do feel like you can make, like, you don't know any strangers. Everybody that you meet is either a friend or a fucking foe, and if they are enemy, they are enemy on their fucking own. You don't tend to stay around people that you don't like. I just don't think that you're mean to people that you don't care for either. You just don't spend too much time in their energy, and I can respect that. That's some nice energy. Let's talk about this Page of Cups here. How are they right about this energy? I can embrace change. Okay, so maybe you're recently single. Maybe you're recently on this, like, no, I'm not gonna date, I'm gonna focus on myself type of tip, which is really good. You guys are able to you're not succumb to the ending of relationships. If somebody falls out of your life, I don't think that you're sliding down walls throwing up anymore. You know, I think that you're at a space to where you're recognizing your choice in being single, or you're understanding that being in a connection isn't everything, being in the right one is, and that's pretty dope. I am powerful in love, and even if it means you have to love yourself. I do feel like that was something that was a little bit like daunting to you, maybe scary or frustrating to hear. Maybe you got a lot of readings where they were telling you, right now you have to focus on yourself, and it's like, bitch, I want to focus on some dick right now. I want to go focus on somebody else right now. And I feel like that you've separated from that. Some of you guys are smoking a lot, or vaping, or because she's smoking like a blunt. This is the cannabis oracle dick, so everybody's smoking in this dick. But because I was just drawn to it and I never noticed it before. This person has a cat too, so I don't know. That could symbolize you guys could be adopting more kittens, or this is an energy surrounded. If it's not kittens, it's quite literally like tapping into your intuition. This is also giving real yoni vibes, getting familiar with, like, okay, if it's not that, it's like I can tell that you're in touch with your feminine side. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell them who the F.I. is. It's that type of energy. It's a confidence that you are exuding as it relates to embracing a change about, like, possibly releasing somebody that you still have, like, a puppy love type of affection towards. So I can see that for you all. But damn, I feel like y'all be fucking in y'all dreams. Let me show y'all why. Look, can y'all see that? Woo! Okay, so some of you, I mean, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. But I'm also hearing, like, what a man, like, because this is a half of a minotaur. So this is about an energy surrounding embracing change surrounding, because that's showing me Narnia, and that motherfucker was wrong as shit. I was talking to my sister about that. How the fuck you gonna try to manipulate a child that you know is from a different world because your po ass wants something from the queen, and it's like, you a little bitch. Maybe you're recognizing a little bitch in people. I hate to say it, but it's kind of giving that. It's like being able to turn down offers that are not aligned with your highest good. Being able to smell like a dud from a mile the fuck away. Like, I smell bitch in you, nigga. No, it's not gonna work. It's that type of energy. I can see where this is going. I can do bad by myself. I'm proud of you, Fatu. I'm proud of you. That's pretty fucking dope. That's pretty fucking dope. I fuck with you, Fatu, for that. That's pretty nice. I love you guys for this. This is really good news. Some of you guys are also learning. I don't know if you guys are in your masculine, like, I feel like you're finding duality between both your masculine and your feminine energy. I can see where some of you guys are I do feel like that you guys are learning your power. You're learning your beauty. I'm getting an energy surrounding riding your own way. It's like doing things that make you feel good. And if you, I can get thick anytime I want. But you are recognizing your choice. Some of you guys may have had trigger warning, right? Trigger warning. Some of you guys may have been coerced into having sex, like when you didn't really want to have sex before. I see you stand on business and realizing just because a guy takes me out, I mean, I gotta suck his dick or fuck him. Like, you can go home. because I don't even like you like that. Or I don't have to sit here and think like, oh, I only have to do these things to make myself feel good for the male gaze. No, I'm gonna put on this fucking corset, these boots, bitch, and I'm gonna go out by my fucking self and enjoy myself, and perhaps garner the gaze of 80 billion men instead of just one. Take it how it resonates. But I just see you guys focusing on yourself. I see you daydreaming a lot, which is something that you might feel like shy about. I'm probably gonna make a video about, well, I'm not gonna say that because this is the energy we was talking about earlier, but I can relate to this. I feel like some of you guys possibly get a little insecure because you spend a lot of time just in your own fucking world. Literally, I think you're literally like,
Jupiter booty, let me see that thing. Make her say my name like the candy man. Her face like whoa, her body like damn. Treat her social media like a museum. Jupiter booty, let me.
You can look at somebody, they can be talking, and you'll be like, and you'll disassociate to a whole nother place, a whole nother scenario, and then you'll come back to the reality, catch the gist of what they say and respond. It's like some of you guys, it's a gift that you guys have, but we're talking about you embracing change, and I can see that being a positive thing for you all. I think that you all are embracing change in regards to releasing certain people for your energy field regarding your romantic art, your romance life. Like when it comes to your love life, you're more focused on pouring it into yourself, knowing that it'll come if it's meant to be, which just means that you're in a perfect energy to allow love into your life because you aren't like desperate for it, like, which is perfect. Because a lot of people act like if they ain't got a man or woman or some pussy or some dick to slide into when they get home, they act like they're about to disintegrate into a fucking pile of nothingness, into the abyss of nothingness. It's like it's not that deep. Some people really don't enjoy their own company, so that's something that you're being like giving your props about. You're also giving your props because, again, you guys have like these type of things where you disassociate, you daydream a lot. You are very spiritually gifted, so I feel like you get a lot of vision. Some of you guys, there's a lot of studs in my apartment, but African studs too, which is interesting because this is my first time ever like seeing African studs. Not like black studs. I've seen like black girl studs. This is my first time ever seeing like, don't say it, Kira, but African like studs. It's, I don't know, like it's interesting because it's a different type of studdery. If that's like, whatever, I'm getting off topic. It's just different. It's just really different. Tell me about this I can energy with this page of mine. Tell me how they write about this type of energy. Let go of things that no longer serve you. So I do feel like, yes, you guys, when you start these ideas, you are capable of knowing you can do things, but it's like when things get hard, you're like, this isn't bringing me joy. Like the episode of Lois and Family Guy, she's like, Brian, you're not kindling joy.
Kids! Peter! Get down here! Everyone, I just read Trisha Takanawa's book, and it was really inspiring. She says that when you declutter your house, you declutter your mind and clear a path to true happiness.
How about a clear path to dinner, bitch?
So I want everyone to go through every single item you own, and if it doesn't kindle joy, throw it away. See? This sweater, it's okay, but it doesn't kindle joy. I'm throwing it out. Now get to it.
Wow, she's really all in on this. Well, she's searching for something to fill her empty life. You remember when she thought the solution was putting a lemon slice in a plain glass of water for a very simple kind of pleasure?
Ah, perfection. And just the thing to wash down 6 Xanax from 4 different prescriptions. Tomorrow, this will seem like a new idea again. Well, that does it. I got rid of all the clutter. I made order out of chaos, and it's beautiful. Ah, there's even an echo in here now. I'm so happy. I'm very unhappy. My house is at peace, so I am at peace. You're all alone and sad. Simplicity is good for the soul. Your soul is as empty as this house. But I did what the book said. I did it all. Why didn't it work? Why am I still not happy? What have I done? It looks like there's only one thing left to get rid of. The mirror.
This isn't kindling joy, and she just got rid of every fucking thing. That's the extremity of it. But I feel like on a lighter end, I feel like that you guys have found balance, and you guys are able to release things that are no longer serving you. Maybe you get a job or you like it in the beginning, but when the job stopped fucking jobbing for you and it started to feel like slavery, you just quit the fucking job and you just accept it.
This is giving me very much slave, very much shackles.
And that's wonderful. That's great. Some of you guys may be in a situation where you have lost job or been fired, or maybe my money could fluctuate, but you're like, I'll make it back. You guys have like that, I'll make it back. It's girl math going on in this pile number 2. So I can see that, but that type of mindset, it is contributing to a constant flow of income in your life. So for how they write about this silent retreat energy with this Ace of Wands, that talks about energy with taking to yourself to create in private and silence and not communicating your ideas. They forgive yourself. Some of you guys have new perspectives about relationships. It's like almost like post-nut clarity, but it don't have to be post-nut clarity. It's like what they call it hindsight knowledge, when you can look back on situations and it's like, I can understand. People don't have to be the villain for you, or you don't have, like, I don't know, maybe you're holding yourself accountable for things in the past. I feel like that you're looking at past decisions in present scenarios with a new set of eyes. I can see where you guys have matured significantly. Kudos to you, pal, too. I can see that. We also have radiate confidence. So I do think there's an energy surrounding a lot of you guys are getting back to the basics of being by yourself. So possibly even listening to music that you listened to when you was like in middle school or high school, like nostalgic type vibes. Like some of you guys are tapping into your inner child. I can see that. And it's like so that you can give your inner child grace. Maybe you weren't allowed to dress or to talk like how you want to, or be the person who you are naturally when you were younger, and you're allowing yourself the grace to be this person now. Kudos to you. That's a positive thing for you all. I can see how that's benefiting you. So we're gonna pull from my mix-up deck and see how you roamed in the motherfucker. Like, what are your blind spots? Let's see. What are power to his blind spots? There's a piece of fucking lint that just started flying from my fucking car. It's because I have these cotton balls and snow over there. That just pissed me off too, because I was like, what the hell? Some of you guys, your blind spot, maybe you guys need to, maybe spring cleaning is in order. Some of you guys need to get back up and start being more proactive, or have a more consistent cleaning routine or cleaning schedule. That could be a blind spot, because I will tell you this: trash is an offering to negative spirits. So if you have trash that's built up, you're going to notice that you start having real negative thoughts. You start feeling insecure. You're going to notice there's going to be flies, monitoring spirits, people that get on your nerves are going to start contacting you out the fucking blue. Trash is offering to negative spirits, and bad spirits hide behind filth and dirt. I can tell you that. So how is power one? Like, what is their blind spot when it comes to this I can energy? You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? I think that for a lot of you guys, this could be like pretending that you don't. Some of you guys, I'm gonna be honest. Remember up those fires. Hold on, what else we have? The pizza. We have this. Some of you guys act like you want a relationship so fucking bad, but you really like being single. You like being by yourself. You like being by yourself. Because I feel like the second people get too close to you, or like you might find that like people try to steal your personality or try to make you shrink, or they become like overwhelming and clinky, and that could irritate the fuck out of you. Your blind spot is that you quite literally like to be by yourself, and you don't like everybody. Like, you probably don't like the mixed friends. There's certain aspects of your life that you really don't want people meshed with. So what is this? Freedom. I don't know if you're trying to like merge certain friend groups or whatever the fuck, or if you feeling like isolated, or if you're like, oh, I wish I had a partner to go to the club with me, I wish I had somebody to go out. No, you really don't. The way you like to get down when you party or when you get drunk, you really, it's probably best that you're around nobody but strangers. It's probably best that way. Like, you probably right now you are enjoying your solitude, you're enjoying your peace, you're having a lot of fun. And I think that you're probably, because other people, again, your 10 of cups, your idealism, what makes you happy is going to look different than what makes somebody else happy. And somebody else can get on TikTok and show you their perfect life, right? Because nobody really has one, but they're going to show you a perfect life. And now you're comparing your life to theirs, and you're feeling like your 10 of cups is less than their 10 of cups because it's different. No, shorty. It's just, y'all have different. Everybody's different. Because this motherfucker here, he's always in a positive vibration. He's always like goofy, happy spirit. If you ever watch SpongeBob, this motherfucker here is always like there and present for all the drama, watching in the background, but he's not really ever in a drama. Pretty much laid back. He cool, to be honest. He cool, he cute, he can dress. That type of vibe. But I'm getting your energy with him. It's like some of you guys are becoming morning birds. Probably some of you guys could have been like anti-morning people before, but now you're learning like that you actually enjoy waking up early and doing things for yourself. Some of you guys possibly don't mind working. You probably just don't like the place that you were working at, or you don't mind talking to people. You don't mind. My ear started ringing. Okay, you don't mind interacting with people, you don't mind friends, you don't mind dating, you don't mind a lot of different things, but I do think that you value being by yourself. I think that you value being unique. I think that you value being a black sheep because you wouldn't want nobody copying you. So something that you complain about, something that makes you feel insecure sometimes, is actually like something that you prefer. So maybe you're in isolation. Check out my video on why is God isolating you. You're more than likely also pile 2. It's an energy surrounding you being isolated because you thrive in isolation. You prefer to be by yourself, or you need that right now. But I feel like you kind of, some of you guys are like penalizing yourself for having certain food cravings, and it's like you guys are wanting to be poised, or you're wanting to give off a certain image that you're one way, but who you are is what makes you fantastic. Who you are is what makes you obviously attractive. What makes you yourself, you know? Why would you want to be anything other than you? Stop it, Pastor. It's like some of you guys may realize that if people get close to you like homegirls, you might have a homegirl that is like attracted, or a homeboy that's attracted to you romantically, and you're not tripping if you feel that way. Because I can see that on the table. I can see if you feel like that, or you might, if it's not attractive, this person might recognize that you're attractive. It's like you have people around you that are in secret competition, but you enjoy it. Like you kind of act like that they like you don't want no friends jealous of you. But I feel like you have either Leo placements, Pisces placements, Aries placements, Capricorn placements, Virgo placements, or Aquarius. No, not Aquarius. Aquarius, they like to be the only ones competing. They don't want you to compete with them because they feel like you can't. But you could have those other placements of those signs that has heavy on a Leo though. You probably have like a Leo rising, could be a Taurus as well. You kind of like the idea of people fawning over you. You kind of like people being obsessed over you. You kind of like that fan type energy. You kind of like when people copy you, but it probably, I don't know, it's like it's flattering until it's not to you. That's how you feel. But I feel like your blind spot is like it what comes with it, but I also feel like you enjoy being by yourself. That is a blind spot that you have. You probably, when you have like slithers of alone time where you just happen to be horny, you possibly like catastrophize and make a big deal about wanting to be in a relationship, or you put this image out like one thing. Either you're putting out the image that you are single and don't care and you want a relationship, or it's the reverse. You're putting out the image that you want a relationship so bad, but you really like to be by yourself. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're putting out the energy like, oh, I want to be married, I want to be a housewife, I want to be a housewife, I want to be a babe, I want this could be us, but you playing type shit. But it's like whole time you really, when people message you, you don't respond. When you download the dating apps, you don't reply to any fucking body. You're literally like not going anywhere. And when people try to talk to you at the bar, you just take the drink and leave, if you take it at all. You probably think that they're traffickers or some shit. Probably call people weird. Probably cuss people out because the conversation probably get boring and dull. 0.5 seconds in and you get disinterested. Like I feel like this is like you're complaining about something which is freedom and isolation that you like. So, yeah.
Do you know how fucking dumb that sounds?
Let's see. What are past week's bar spots in general? Plankton. Pride. You're very prideful. Not wanting to lose. We got my Pokemon. We got my Pokemon card. Okay. Speed attack. You're you're a little bit confrontational. You're a little bit like you get pissed off real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Something you probably need to work on. Your temper is probably a little bit off-putting. And I feel like you go from being irritated as fucking going off, and you're really a sweetheart. So it's like you guys probably have, I'm not a doctor, but you probably have this type of energy to where you have these hot and cold. You're like a sour patch. Sour, sweet, gone. Because you probably be sour as fuck because you wonder why people trying to be close to you. And then you're sweet when they get to know you, and then you're gone because you don't like nobody being too under you too much. You don't like codependent energy. Some of you guys, you like coming into people's life. You're like a little fairy. They come into people's life, you touch them, you show them the life to be magical, and then when it gets boring to you, you just go somewhere else. You just like a little bumblebee. You sit there, you pollinate, and you go to the next flower because that flower looks pretty over there. It's that type of energy that you guys kind of have. You probably want things that you, just because people say you can't have it, or just because it seems like something that you don't have, and then when you get it, you're on to the next. You're wanting something else that can inspire you. Some of you guys are like, I heard Insatiable. What's that song? Sensational by Chris Brown and that other guy. But I heard Insatiable. So some of you guys are just, maybe you need to work on gratitude. Expressing gratitude in the now. Some of you guys have this like a mindset where it's like it's never enough. Some of you guys are hoarders. By the way. Like I can see that as well. Some of you guys like you have to give away some shit. Or let go of some shit. Like you can't go into new relationships, Gemini, with old relationships still in effect. It's just in case. Some of you guys are creating safety nets where it don't need to be safety nets. It's like I'm gonna keep these 8 broken fucking Starbucks tumblers in case I go or I find a cup where I can throw this shit the fuck away. I'm gonna keep this dirty t-shirt with these holes in it because I might want to sleep in it. I can do all that. No, throw that shit the fuck away, please. It's like I guess I'm gonna still text my ex even though I'm really not that into them. I'm just bored and I know this relationship isn't gonna go anywhere, but it's for the plot. No, pal, it's not for the plot. Cut that bitch off. It's that type of energy. It's like you find a lot of joy in doing things you know good and goddamn well you ain't got no business doing. And then you play innocent. This is where we talk about weaponized incompetence, where we pretend if I can't see, I'm blind. If I pretend like I don't see the red flags, then that means the red flags don't exist. No, pal, too. That's not how life works. It's like some of you guys are trying to force delusion places, and then you have these moments of clarity where God forces you to see the reality of certain situations, and then you just start going off, or you are irritable. Okay. Some of you guys, your blind spot could be some of you are venting to somebody that really is jealous and wants your life. Could be a mother figure, a father figure, or a cousin, a best friend, somebody that you vent to. I feel like this person is somebody that, for one, when it's not a one-stop shop. It goes to them and through other people. But I'm also getting an energy or vibe surrounding, like, you guys could tell people that you're upset about something or gossip when you're upset, and then later on you don't even mean it like that. Some of you guys, you just are really reactive. It could be that type of energy surrounding. When people piss you off, you tend to go off, and you can go off and like talk about these people, and you go on a whole fuck you parade for that person, and just to end up talking to that person later on. And it's like,
but imagine how tired we are. Imagine how tired we are of it.
I thought you wasn't fucking with them, pal, too. You had me want to cuss them out, pal, too, and you're back talking to them. It wasn't that deep then, but why'd you make me feel? You know, some of you guys could be a little bit, like I said, reactive, impulsive. I can see that, and I can see how that's a blind spot. We have speed attack and touring. Some of you guys have an energy where you, when things get frustrating, you just get up and dip. Like it's like a millennial worker type of energy. This job sucks. I need a mental health day. You took 4 mental health days last week. Yeah, I need another one. We can't do that. We need you to work. I'm gonna just quit on the clock. Fuck this job. I'll get another one.
Bitch, you out of order.
And you apply that same type of energy to everything. And although it's true, when we release things, the new things come onto us, I do feel like a lot of you guys can be a little bit impulsive. Like your temper out to it's a bit over the top. And this could be like posting conflicts, or if this is like involving people in your business when shit ain't really as bad as you making it out to be. And then you get mad when people try to help you. It's like, how you gonna tell me about me? I know me, y'all don't know me for real. Well, maybe if you were a bit more authentic about to, maybe people would know how to help you. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you hold a lot in, and then you do a lot of things to cope. And if people see you going through things, some of you guys aren't susceptible to help people want to get you in the first place. So maybe you should stop asking for help because you aren't really interested in listening. Problem number 2, that could be a thing too. But I get involved surrounding some of you guys. You're very prideful. When I think about the pit of an avocado, avocados go good on every fucking thing. They're so fucking good. I feel like you mesh well with a lot of people, but I think that you kind of keep people at an arm's length, like at bay. Even the people that consider themselves to be your best friend, even people that you call your best friend, they don't know you like that. They think they know you. Nobody knows you for real. Nobody knows you for real, because you kind of, I don't want to say you fake, but you're real deliberate in which personality you unlaunch. For everybody, you could be a Libra, but you're real deliberate with how you interact with people. I'm going to curate a personality just for you, okay? And you watch these people and you save certain things for when you fall out with people, to say when you mad, and then maybe you fall out with these people and you react and you retaliate like it's the end of the fucking world, and it's like whole time y'all gonna make up later. So some of you guys can be, basically what I'm trying to describe to you all is that you guys can be a bit dramatic about it. And that's a blind spot that you guys may have. You could be wrong about that. Some of you guys could just have this, you're done, fuck you.
I don't give a fuck. Do I look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I don't care. I don't care. I'm great.
It's like some of you guys, you pat your ass and give people your ass to kiss when it's not always necessary or like required. Like this is like
where are you going?
Got to it last night because I think my niece was doing something and she got mad, and I was like, bro, why is you, first of all, who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? Right? So that's my energy with her. And she was like, well, I was just upset. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand it, but what that got to do with you talking to me crazy? And it's something that my sister has like a habit of doing. When she get upset, instead of just saying right then and there what she upset, she's like, oh no, if I express myself, she's not gonna get it, or I'm gonna sound sensitive. Like she gaslight her own emotions and she thinking for me. So by the time she's going off and shit, she just want me to understand. It's like, no, I don't fucking understand. I need you to find some understanding, or you have to understand I'm finna be behind bars because you're talking to me crazy. Something like that. Like it's like some of you guys need to, if you were drawing a pound 1, you'll watch pound 1 when I upload it. So obviously if you watch this on YouTube, it will obviously be uploaded, but for those of you who are watching this while I'm going live and recording it, you're definitely going to watch the previously to this one when I upload it, because I can see certain synchronicities. But I think that for a lot of you guys, you pretend that you cool with a lot of shit and you play, like people be funny with you, you indulge, you play back. That's your blind spot, but that's like your toxic trait, pal, too. It's like, you know, people be being funny with you, you recognize people being fake, but as long as the connection is beneficial for you at the moment, you cool. You ain't really tripping because you being fake too. It's like, you think I like you, I don't like you, I tolerate you, haha, joke's on you. That's like your energy. And it's like, then they do things because you kind of let them play in your face a little bit. You let them think shit is sweet. Now this motherfucker got a whole bakery open. It's like, oh my god. It's like, what the fuck? Now I gotta go off on you. And now you I don't want to say you look like the bad guy, because I feel like you do turn into like the villain. I feel like you guys have like this Joker-esque type of, like Harley Quinn type of like dual side that pops the fuck out. You thought I really cared just then? You thought I really cared just now? You thought I really cared just 2 seconds ago? Bitch, never, ho. Who got something to say? Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? Exactly. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. it's like, I feel like when people fuck with you, it's like a cranking of the, like, you know, the Jack in the Box. It's like, you have like this. You might have an unhinged side to you, Pastor, that I think that you guys need to. I think that you guys should consider healing. I can see where you guys have some unhinged tendencies when you feel as though people are playing in your face, and I feel like it's specifically more so when people try to tell you about yourself in an insulting way. So that's a blind side that you guys may have. Let me put some tarot on it before we move to the next pile. But pile 2, I can see that you guys have a lot of positive traits. You're really fun to be around, really cool. I think you're really wise. I think you play dumb. Why do I feel like you play dumb for a lot of people? That could be like, yo, I don't think that's a blind spot, because I think you intentionally play dumb so that people don't require certain things of you, or so you can see how people treat you when they think that you don't know what the fuck that they doing. But I think that you guys get so caught up in like the illusion of that you ended up like, I don't know, it's like losing it sometimes. It's like, I'm trying to think of a celebrity that I know that's like that. Nicki Minaj. Sometimes she does like interviews with people, and she know that person was talking shit about her, and she'll go to the interview, she'll be professional, and then Roman will come out and she'll be like, yeah, remember when you said this in the tabloids? And they'll be like, oh shit.
The queen. Right.
Hey.
Nicki Minaj. Nicki.
What's up?
Good morning, Nicki. Have you had breakfast yet? Because
if you about to pull out some bacon, I told him to get you collard
turkey
greens.
bacon.
That's not even the right turkey bacon that I eat. I don't eat this one. I eat the real crispy one. I don't eat that brand.
It's too thick, right?
It's burnt.
No. But it's not crispy. It gotta be crunchy and crispy. That's the wrong one.
You know what, Charlamagne? You're fired.
You know what? It's not crispy.
You're fired.
That's not the right one.
That's disgusting.
What's disgusting?
Him eating that bacon like that.
No, it's not crispy. I told him to get extra crispy.
But that's not the right brand. That one never gets crispy. I'm sorry.
What time put it in the microwave?
Well, good morning, Nikki. Out in stores right now.
How are you?
Roman reloaded the re-up.
Jesus.
Now tell us about this perfume line that you also have.
Oh, well, I have a nice... Did you smell my perfume yet, Angela?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I promise I did.
But you didn't buy it.
I stay up on it.
But you didn't buy it?
Not yet.
Okay, you a hater.
Because I didn't buy it yet.
You a hater because it smelled mad good.
It did smell good, though. I will say that.
So
I just did the little spray test and everything.
But why did you even spray test it if you wasn't planning on buying it, if you liked it?
She was too busy getting truck fit. She didn't buy that either. I'll tell you how she got it if you want.
I show support, though, because I did buy the Pink Friday lipstick, and I will.
You did?
Now I'm going to make sure I go and buy it. But yes. And
I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you a perfume. We might have an extra one today.
That's what I was really hoping for.
I know.
It's the Breakfast Club.
And what music are you playing? Oh, don't cut this off.
This is the part I love. See, this is the part I love.
Let's see how much juice you got, son.
When we come back, we got to pay some bills.
We're gonna play high school.
When we come back,
we not only gonna play high school though.
Okay.
Y'all. That's what I don't like about y'all New York people. Y'all,
there you
y'all
go.
D-Rod stuff that got a big name on it.
This is what I love.
Other great records on it. So let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like stop. Y'all need to start trying to break records and start listening to people's music.
What?
I mean, that's the DJ. That's the DJ's job.
This is a continuation of what I was saying in Clue last night. And Clue, I know you ain't even up yet. You lazy. Bye.
Okay. What Nicki Minaj? What you want to hear when we come back, Nicki?
Why y'all don't have the songs queued up though?
What we gotta play bills first.
Okay, but I want to hear High School. I want to hear Hell Yeah. I want to hear I'm Legit. I want to hear Up in Flames.
That's only Queens right there.
You don't even know these songs. You guys do not clearly don't support me. Neither does Clue. But that's neither here nor there. But those are the songs that I would like y'all to play.
Envy, come on, be a real DJ.
I don't understand why I'm coming to radio and y'all don't even have my songs ready to be
Wait, hold on. That's the DJ. Look at Envy when you say all that.
Envy actually has the clean Roman reloaded re-up album.
Thank you.
He does have
then
it.
let's start.
We gotta pay bills when we come back. Let's do it.
Well, that's the main focus.
And we have those records.
Yes.
That's the main focus of the kid coming to the radio.
Now.
When the kid come to the radio, the kid comes to hear her songs on the radio.
That's right. Now I got Nicki back now.
Like she said on business, and it'd be like, then she looks like she's aggressive or she's angry. But really, is she? No. I don't know. They're just kind of showing me like her and Joe Budden, or they're showing me like how I'm trying to think of this. Like, who would I compare this to a celebrity? Like Beyonce and Kim. If Beyonce actually showed us her wretched side. Maybe that's not a good example, but no, that kind of, because she don't have to say much, but you could tell she don't fucking like him. And as much as she try to be nice, you could deliberately tell she does not like him. Like, you can obviously tell that it is literally something she is doing for her husband. You can tell she does not like to be there. It'd be all in her fucking face. It is that type of energy. Some of you guys, like, your blind spot is that you're two-faced. I'm trying to beat around the bush pal too, because y'all know we for lifers, y'all my bestie or whatever, bestie for the restie, but it's given. Like, you're a bit two-faced, and you kind of have to be a little bit more real, especially if you are frustrated with people being inauthentic with you. You cannot complain about people being inauthentic with you and not showing bearing their soul. You could be a Scorpio, where you just want people to be upfront and bare their whole soul and tell you everything they've been through, tell you why their mama lost custody of them the first time you meet them, and then you have to see them in all seasons of their life, when they happy, bad, sad, angry, and before you unlatch a new authentic side of you, or before you be like forthcoming about who you are. It's like you're real meticulous with how you deal with people, and then when you fall out with people, it's like you get relieved. You be like, whew, I was tired of playing that character. I'm glad we fell out. Stop being like that, pal, too. That's real fucked up. Okay, so that's real fucked up, pal, too, but it's funny as fuck. I can see how you guys are playing the game of life. You could definitely be an air sign, or have air signs heavily in your chart. Like, I thought everybody was two-faced. No, it's just y'all. It's just y'all. It's the type of energy. That's funny as fuck. And then you get mad when people call you out on your shit. I hate when people lie. No, don't lie. I'm hearing that. Some of you guys like to watch like Baddies List or something like that. But I feel like you guys, you lie. And then when people lie to you, it pisses you off. People think that they can outplay you or out like bullshit you, and you're like supreme bullshit in charge, like Marshall and this bitch. Like, are you serious? Like, you want to go there with me? Some of you get upset when you attract your mirrors, but it's like, challenge accepted. Like, I don't want no problems. When you come to me with a problem, we gonna break that bitch down like a fraction. That's what I get for you guys. Like, y'all look funny about it. Y'all look funny. I hope that this is resonating. Comment down below if it does, because it's such a specific energy about it, and it's so funny. It's funny to me. It's funny. It's funny as fuck to me. Okay, so let's see. Some of y'all have an issue with tarot, especially like getting personal tarot readings. It's like, bitch, you don't know shit. You don't know me. You don't know me. Some of you guys are like, just, I think you're the type of kid where everybody can tell you that pot is hot. Yeah, pot hot. Got it. Not gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. It's like that type of energy. It's like, you guys are just hard-headed. That's just the vibe I get from you guys. What are Pal 2's blind spots? Eight of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Did I say you guys are two-faced? I'm telling you, two-faced it's right there. Like, I'm not making it up. It's like, and I also get the energy surrounding, you'll have somebody thinking, okay, sorry sister signs, but for my Aries out there, you have somebody thinking that you just head over heels for them, and you barely like them. Barely. And it's like, you know, like, you can see that this person here is falling. It's like, oh, that's lovely. Like, I could be honest with you, but it also feels good that you're fawning over me right now. What if it don't work with the person I actually like? I need somebody to talk to. It's like that type of energy. Like, I see where you guys are like, and I also think that you guys are manic. Like, again, not a doctor, but I feel like you guys, you'll do so much shit in one fucking day. You cram a lot. You have a lot of things you try to distract yourself with. Why do I feel like you guys like have like an alter ego, like multiple like personalities, like literally? Like, I think that you guys, I think that when you're nice to people, you get real pissed off when they fuck you over, because you made a deliberate effort to be nice. Like, you made a conscious decision, I'm gonna do the right thing by this person, because, and for a lot of instances, you give people like the best version of you when you feel like it's something that you can get in return. So maybe you get upset when like, I'm gonna be vulnerable and tell this person I like them, and if they don't respond and tell you they like you back, all of a sudden you mad, and you have a whole like, you go on a fuck you bitch type of spree. And it's like, damn, was it that deep? Like, you're one of them people. You ever been catcalled by a guy, and then you be like, oh no, I have a boyfriend, thank you. And then they be like, you fat ass bitch, fuck you bitch, you food stamps eating ass bitch. And it's like, damn, I was all that, and you still thought I was cute before. What the fuck happened? It's like, some of you guys can't handle rejection. That's a blind spot for you. Because you just are like, why wouldn't you want me? The fuck is wrong with you? Are you gay? Are you straight? You like, you gotta be something else. It's like, it's that type of vibe for you all. As a blind spot. But I'm also getting beyond that. I see a blind spot regarding some of you all, you facilitate drama because the only time you feel like you can hustle. Some of you guys hustle better, or you make the most money, or you create a lot of things when you feel like you got a point to prove. And some of you, like I was saying earlier, you get mad when people pulling you on you. Like, let's just say you like somebody, and they liked you first, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna do right by this person. And that person break your heart, everybody gonna have to pay. This is like making everybody pay for what Kirk did to Rashida with them 3 earrings. It's that type of vibe that I'm getting for you guys. It's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you cut the fuck off at a time. It's like getting cheated on, and it's like, damn, I could cheat on you 8 times, and I remember specifically that 8 times that I wanted to cheat, but I didn't, and you had me fucked up. So now I gotta go do some foul shit because we have to make it even. A lot of you guys are trying to like play karma. Please go watch Pile 1 because I can see the synchronicities. So I'm gonna move on to the next pile. You guys, y'all funny as fuck. Like, but please work with this energy. Let me give some advice for you all. But I feel like it's really just simple as be more authentic. Like, quit being such a fake ass bitch, proud to. Quit being such a fake ass bitch. Okay, let's see. My proud to viewers, what advice do you have for them? Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess reverse. People don't have to. It's like, you ever seen somebody get mad because you're literally telling them, don't abuse your kids, but you're like, you don't have a kid like mine. Then it's like, you don't have a kid like my kid. My kid is bad as fuck. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you gotta be your kid. You don't have kids, so you can't tell me nothing to do with mine. It's like, I'm literally just telling you not to abuse your babies. Literally just telling you to be a law-abiding citizen or an efficient parent. But okay, whatever. It's like, you ever just had somebody that feels like they just can't take advice from anybody? I feel like that's you. You're that type of person where it's like, it's cool when you do it. It's a problem when others do it. Like, you have a double standard you need to work on. I think you have to be real with yourself and be honest and frank with where you fucked off at. Okay, be honest about your shadow and don't look at it from a menacing joker like mentality, like I'm fucked up. No, quit making it an aesthetic pile too. Work on that shit because you're affecting people's lives. Like, some of you guys, maybe you need to pray for a conscience. Pray for a conscious pal too. So that's what I have for you guys. I love you to the moon and back and around. So since this video reading, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so let's get pile number 3. We're gonna get to your reading. What are your blind spots? In what ways are you right? In what ways are you wrong as fuck? Okay, so let's get to you guys' reading. I'm really excited because pile 1 and 2, they were completely different, but there was a like similarity. So I can tell that in the collective energy, the main theme is just not feeling bad for standing on business. A lot of you guys gonna be by yourself. And that's okay. And don't make nobody force you into some extroverted shit if you're an introverted person. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. We're gonna now talk about what you. I'm gonna pull cards to see just what you guys need to hear. You know, like the blind spots you need to be aware of, because I don't want to like pull it on what you want to know, because that may not be something that's as relevant or as important. You know, the situation may not cause for you to be reflecting. That relationship may not be as valuable to you in the grand scheme of things. You know. So I'm gonna pull what spirit wants you. What we're gonna be talking about regarding like your reading. So for power 3, let's see. Spirit of the living God, come forward, show the door that is not of you. Protect me as I shall these messages. Let me be clear on things for my viewers to broad path. Thank you. Petty. Some of you guys like to watch the process on YouTube. Back when she was doing it. When you guys really like to watch like YouTube, back in the day. Like you possibly were a YouTube kid, you know. Either you wanted to be inspired by YouTube when you was younger, or you watched a lot of like YouTube skits in your free time. So let's see. Don't want to be copyrighted, so let's see. What are we gonna be talking about for my Power 3 viewers for their reading? I kind of look alive this reading. I had just woke up for Power 2, so I was like, let's see. What are we gonna be talking about for Power 3? I got some color in my face now. Memory. Okay. Woo! I can forgive, but I can't forget. And it's like, it took me a while to forgive. I can see a lot of that. Holding on to things. Some of you guys have a lot of baggage. It's giving bag lady. Yeah, it's giving it. Crying up with spilled milk. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about you transmuting energy. To support your divine path. You don't have to hold on to what you've been through as a ticket to prove that you're worthy of walking into these spaces that are distance for you. Like, you don't have to sit there and tell everybody. Like, you can't speak of poverty and expect like a life of wealth to follow after it when all you talk about is your ills in life. You don't have to introduce people to you as like somebody who has struggled. Quit making struggle your aesthetic and your vibe. Somebody here has a victim mindset. We need to work on that. That's what we're talking about, baby. Victim mindset type of tendencies. Okay. And holding grudges. What we're going to be talking about. It's the principle for you guys. I know. But we're going to be talking about it anyway. And we're going to see in what ways are you right and what ways are you wrong. So we going to see. Because some things is like, two things is that when sometimes it's hard to see that gray area when we train ourselves to think black and white. And usually that's a defense mechanism when people kind of like, when you're used to being around gaslighters, you train yourself to see things like, just straight down the middle, you know? So let's see. One more card, I will take the one on the bottom. Let's see. What are we going to be talking about for Power 3? If you were drawing the Power 2, go watch it. Some of y'all might end up watching this whole reading. So we're going to be talking about self-love for you. The need to practice individuality and to not, everything has to be a group activity. Everybody around you don't have to be on a diet for you to decide that you wanted to make healthier decisions in your life, you know. You also have choice. That's a God-given right. Everybody has free will and a choice in this lifetime. Always a choice. And that's what we're going to be discussing in today's reading. We'll be talking about you needing to take time and space to yourself to recruit. We're also going to be talking about certain people in your life that are meant to teach you for a season and a reason. And we're going to be talking about that season and reason. We're also going to be discussing with Mommy Wada. We'll be talking about things that you're holding on to. Some things here that are contributing to this defeatist mindset. You guys could have inherited certain insecurities. Okay. Or trauma responses from your family members. Doesn't have to be your parents. Okay. Let's see. If his baby mama aggravated, like walk him like a dog, something like that. I don't know why that came out. We're gonna see later throughout you guys' reading why I channeled this. Somebody here is upset that their partner wants you. Rub that shit in that bitch face if that applies to you. That's my Pisces moon instigating. So that's not from spirit. That's literally just from me. That's from Key. That's just for me. Fight. No, don't do
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
that. I'm just bullshit. I'm instigating. Cherry.
I ain't say none of that. I gotta come over. I ain't say none of that.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to me. Let's see. What are we gonna be talking about for pile 3? Okay. You ain't owe nobody an explanation just because you want to cut them off. I understand, and that's really, you need to go check pile 1 more than pile 2. Watch pile 1. Or you might have to be called. You might be drawn to watch the whole and read it, because I can see synchronicities. But I talked about this epiphany that I had in the shower. Where I was like, here, it's wonderful that you consider the emotions of everybody else before you consider the emotions of your own. But say that consideration, people that consider you. Everybody don't deserve the best of you just for you to live up. Only habitually will provide you with the least of them. That's not fair to you. And you can't live your life in third person trying to pacify everybody else's conscience, because you don't want them to, because you know that they can't handle holding themselves accountable. So now you feel like, well, somebody has to be held accountable. I guess I'll bear this cross. Bitch, no. You didn't chop down that fucking wood. Get that shit back to who it belongs to. Let people sit in them fucking you over. It's like, maybe not providing closure. Some of you guys, like, that's what we're gonna be discussing. Like, maybe somebody did this to you, or you're being called to do somebody else. I feel like very strongly you guys have set boundaries. You walked away from somebody recently, you cut them off, and maybe it's like you're holding on to this, like, I can't believe so and so fucked me over like that. The fuck? Bitch gonna try to play me? Bitch gonna try to the fuck? Bitch gonna, what the fuck? It's like you walked away from this, but you're using the past not as a place of reference but residence. Like, you're holding on to this. Like, you're like, and it makes you mad all over again. It's like thinking about how somebody did something, it makes you mad to the point where you're dreaming about it. You're dreaming about beating this bitch's ass. You're dreaming about fighting this person. You're dreaming about catching this person leg, and you're dreaming about get back.
What the freak?
You're hoping that you find new people to put in this person's face. Like, it's getting out of hand. Some of you guys could be an Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. You guys are really sensitive, but people have weaponized it against you, and when things aren't in their favor, it's like you're setting boundaries with people, and people chalk it up as you sensitive because they don't know how to stand up business and hold themselves accountable. It's important that you know that that's just the reality situation. But this could be you. This is what we're going to be discussing. Like, there's somebody here where I feel like when people are saying, hey, I don't like this boundary, it's like, oh, well, you're just being sensitive. It's like, that's the number one thing people say when they wrong as shit. They just wrong as fuck, and they don't want to hold themselves accountable. But whatever. Let's see. What are we going to talk about for pile 3? Okay, so she get money out body tea per. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying with the Star of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, you guys have money coming towards you all, but it's coming slow because there's possibly some people here who are pocket watching. We're gonna discuss that here. Moving in silence is what we're gonna be talking about regarding creative endeavors, and also I feel like you guys are gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot of people here that you're gonna be abruptly separated from, rightfully so. And it feels like you guys are cutting people clean off, and some of you guys, it's like, it may be like some conflicts that have arose or that will arise, or that, you know, in general, where you either have to go off on people, or you get into altercations or some sort of like conflict that you have with people, particularly. I feel like it's life. We're not gonna be talking about life conflicts like bills and like that. We're gonna be talking about people, conflicts that you're having with people that I feel like you've moved away. You've already won, but it's like, it's a mental thing. It's the principle. You guys are holding on to like the fact that you wouldn't do this to other people, The fact they did it to you, and you guys are trying to facilitate an environment where it don't happen again. So this is like those movies where somebody, what was that movie I was watching on Netflix? Where, if you guys know, let me know. But he had lost his daughter. He was an alcoholic, and he went to the store, and he came out, his daughter was gone. His daughter was missing for 5 years. Then there was more girls that came up missing, and he ended up being in his cabin, and he seen on surveillance there was this guy hunting another little girl. He thought it was his girl. And all these girls coming up missing. And he ended up hunting down and killing the guy who had killed his daughter and all the other girls in the neighborhood. But, this is like dramatic, but what it's showing me is energy surrounding. He kind of never forgave himself. He was mad at his wife because she had moved on. She's gonna have another baby, and it's like, I haven't moved on. Like, our daughter isn't even, she hasn't even been found. It's like it's been 5 years for everybody, and they moved on. They've made the peace with it, but this person was holding on to it. So it's like he even held on to the bottle that he bought the same day where she came up missing. He didn't never drink it. He just held on to the bottle. So it's something about that, holding on to things. Okay, that's significant that we're gonna be discussing. A lot about like a love message possibly coming towards you, or a love offers of like some of you guys, this is the thing that I feel like we're going to be discussing, or what we're going to be just touching on or referencing rather than talking about. It's more so referencing. I'm getting an energy surrounding for a lot of you guys. People try to help you, but their help comes with terms and conditions, and some of you guys just like, it's better I took the hard way. It's like an energy surrounding. You can do it by yourself. It might take you longer to do it the right way, but don't take no shortcuts, because people do things for you. It's like energy surrounding, people throwing stones and hiding their hands. That's what this energy gives me. But this also gives me like a vibe surrounding like people sneaking you, or people trying to like doing things underhandedly. That's like a vibe I'm getting, like underhanded energy surround people. So you possibly have cut off, or you will be called to cut off some people in your reality. They're just super superficial, super fake. They help you, but their help is contingent on your subordinates to them. Like, if they can't dominate you, or if they can't have the relationship with you based off their terms and solely their terms, then it's like they turn to the Wicked Witch of the West. And that's what we're going to be discussing, that type of vibe or scenario. Okay, so this could have recently happened. Okay, or this could be like a reoccurring thing, like, and that could be something that you're frustrated about. It's like, I'm a genuine person, so a lot of people come around me. It's because your light offends others. A lot of people come around you because they feel like that you faking like them, and then they get around you and you're the real deal, and they try to get you to conform so they can feel comfortable with being mediocre.
Woo! This is where the real power is. Keep living.
That's the T. Okay, but let's see. In what ways is power one right about the situation that we're discussing? 7 of Cups in reverse. It's like, be it as it may, I can understand. It's like cutting through the bullshit. It's like wheat and chaff type of energy. Because I see somebody going through with like a machete like that in a wheat field. So it's like cutting through the bullshit. This energy for me, the 7 of Cups in reverse, this is like, nah, cut the cameras dead ass. I'm ready to get the fuck after this shit. This is, let me stop being such a fucking millennial, and let's let me discuss this or articulate it in a better way. This is the energy of vibe surrounding. I'm no longer going to sit there and take excuses for your behavior. You knew what you did when you did what you did. How you didn't mean to cheat on me when you gave that person your number. You snuck, you hid it from me. You called this person. You picked the one when they called you. You snuck and met up with this person. You fucked them. You snuck, then you lied about it. How you didn't mean to give up my personal information. How you didn't mean to text me a mean paragraph. How you didn't mean to ghost me. How you didn't mean to cheat on me. How you didn't mean to lie to me. How you didn't mean, no, no. You're calling bullshit, basically. You're right for that. Like, if you feel like that it's more to the story than what they're letting on, you're right about that type of shit. I really close these blinds because now it's not daytime anymore, and people can see straight up in here. But I'm gonna do it after I finish this pile. How is pile 3 right about this situation? the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like that you're, as frustrated as you are, I don't think that you're lashing out at other people. I think that you're trying to understand, you're reflecting on your role to play and how I got this far, which is good. This is mature. Very mature for 5-3. So you guys are probably my most elevated pal, because I can see a lot of reflection where you guys, you're capable of putting yourself in other people's shoes, but you can understand and not condone. And that's something that you learned, and it's like you're standing on business, which everybody else, they're learning to stand on business. Nah, you got that shit down packed.
Where is this bitch? Where is she?
She's scared.
Walking, if you out there and you hear me, girl, I'm waiting on you.
Down packed, power 3. I love that for you. Now with the Page of Swords here, I feel like also some of you guys are deliberately withholding certain information. People, you're like moving in silence, which is something again.
I do not want to comment.
Why?
Something again everybody else was learning to do. You got that shit down pat. You're not responding to people on purpose. I think that's something that should be a guys do. You're also, people message you, it's like nice nasty energy. You're not like, maybe say you have like that one auntie that you know really don't like you, that's really messy, and this person is pretending like, hey girl, or that one girl, that mean girl, hey girly pop, or whatever the fuck, or hey girly.
Hi miss, good morning, how are you today?
You Simone?
Yeah. So how's your day going?
I'd rather not be here, but you clearly showed up, so yeah, I gotta do my job today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I'm clearly not good. Okay, girly pop, I'm gonna have you step on the scale.
Okay, let me just take all these layers off. And I'm just gonna close my eyes because I really don't want to look, you know?
Oh, honey, I am such a girl squirrel.
Thank you.
Your secret is safe.
Yeah,
wow! What? Somebody call TLC, because get this girl a show.
The doctor knows that I have PCOS.
Yeah, whatever. Did you even try harder?
I did actually.
You try? Did you actually try this
yeah,
year?
I have.
No, you didn't. You didn't try. Baby, I'm gonna take your pressure, so next you wanna ball up your hands into a fist, and then I'm gonna just...
The wrap is a little bit tight on me. Can you just
Baby, these are for normal size arms.
Normal?
Clearly your arms are not normal size.
That literally makes no sense. I just said that I'm uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, are you telling me how to do my job, especially when you work at a gas station? What does that have to do with anything?
Excuse me, ma'am. Miss, my arm is hurting really bad. Like,
Baby, it's a machine. It's gonna turn off by itself. Now I gotta redo this whole TikTok. I don't feel no heartbeat.
Okay, well, what does that mean?
It means your time is about to be up.
What? Excuse me, I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded and dizzy.
Wow, you should see a doctor for that. Not
me.
But, what?
Right? And they be, hey, Niecy, hi, or whatever the fuck. And you know, this person is not mean, or they gossip about everybody. You're like seeing through the bullshit. It's that type of energy, that type of vibe. Even if it's with people at work, if it's family members, even if it's just like an ex or a mother-in-law or something like that, take your roles and flip off as need be. But I feel like generally speaking, you're able to, where you can trust your judgment, and you're right about that. You're right on the money surrounding people who are doing things underhandedly. You're right on the money when you feel like the people here had a bunch of other things that they could have done and they chose to do some fuck shit. You're right on the money regarding that you understand that people exercise their right to have you fucked up, and they had options and so many other things they could have done, right? You're also right on the money regarding reflecting or considering if you either want this person in your life any further moving forward in the future, because with the information you have right now, whatever it is, it's clear cut and throws a boundary that just should be respected. It's like something that a person just shouldn't do. And in fact that you this person here is acting like they are required for you. It's required for you to hold their hand through adulthood to teach them how to be a basic decent human being.
No. I said no. You can kill all that right now. Like at this moment, stop.
That's like, you're right on the money with feeling like that's just too much.
I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I got my mind made up. Doing me fuck a slut. Bitch mad till that bitch beat me up. Bitch, no, I don't respect.
Right, you know? In what ways is pile 3 wrong? What? 8 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. The King of Wands. Some of you guys are stalling making a decision. Did we also share the bottom of the deck? Let's pull some more cards. This is giving a real big baggage energy as well. This is also giving me energy surrounding like some of you guys, you may have contributed to the situation in a sense to where maybe you tolerated this person doing things that you didn't like, similar to Power One. It's like you guys are the type of person that has to get puckered out of a situation before you finally decide to clap your sandals and skedaddle. Like, you people kind of have to buy their way out your life and have to do the fucking most. And I think that's something that you guys need to work on. Like, people don't need, it's like, why are we collecting red flags? Like,
but you did this for what? Why not? Why? Why not? Why?
what is the purpose of that? I feel like you can definitely make this decision or come to this decision making a lot sooner, but I think that you guys, for instance, you give people a lot of chances, which it doesn't make you weak to do so. It's wonderful that you're so forgiving and compassionate and things of that nature, but not at the expense of yourself and your peace. That's the main thing we're going to be talking about. Because I can see where you guys, maybe you have a father figure that you walked away from or that you disconnected from, specifically a masculine energy, and I think this is somebody you walked away from, but you still think about, like, when you walk away from people, you tend to paint them in a positive light in your mind and forget why you cut them off in the first place.
Okay, listen here, bitch. I'm sick of it. I am sick.
And that's kind of how we get to the Seven of Cups energy surrounding people kind of habitually showing their ass, and then you get to this point where it's like fucking cold turkey after a while. It's like you wait till you're completely depleted, and they probably don't have to get to that point, but that could be a childhood response. Maybe you had parents who made you feel like their love, it was contingent on you bending at their will or behaving a certain type of way, and it could also be a vibe surrounding, like, maybe you feel the need to improve yourself to people, or prove yourself worthy of love, or prove yourself worthy of respect. People who raised you could have treated you disrespectfully or violated your boundaries, and this could be something that you get comfortable with, and it takes a while. People have to kind of, typically the King of Wands is sitting down, but he's standing up in this particular card. So it's like people have to be all up in your face with the disrespect or take it to the absolute furthest before you kind of like set a boundary. Like, there'll be warning shots that you're ignoring before you actually get a wound, if that makes sense. Let's see. How is Power 3 right in this situation? You are energy, you are magic. Okay, so you're recognizing that you don't have to pour into connections, you don't have to pour into relationships, because giving life to situations, you don't even have to entertain people's delusions or fantasies. You don't even have to pretend with people. They can be fake all by themselves and you cannot respond because you know what it is, but you know I'll fuck with you.
Come on, let's go outside.
Go outside for what?
We're gonna fight.
No, we could do it right here.
No.
Oh my God.
I feel like you guys could be Pisces, like, but you know I don't fuck with you. You know we never got along. Even when we was kids, I never liked you. It's always been beef. It's up and stuck up. Fight me, bitch. I'm not scared of you. Everybody else scared of you. I'm not scared of you. It's that type of energy that I feel like you guys give off.
I don't know how to control myself. I don't. Like, I'm over here trying to calm down. Like, I really hope that I am calm by the time he make it to Florida, unless he gonna have his new life in Florida. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna act an ass. I can't even read these comments right now. Yeah, let me tell you, so, you know I'm SUV. I'm not gonna know this tattoo. I bet, fuck this shit. I'm finna go through my followers because I know this bitch follow me. I'm just going through the followers. They go to tattoo, they go to baby suit, but I don't see my baby daddy nowhere. I don't see my baby daddy nowhere. You hoe, I feel like you took his phone and tried to post you on his page and tried to make me mad, so get what? Round of applause, bitch, you made me mad, bitch. I just hope you ready. I hope you ready to die about that dick. I hope you ready to die about that dick, because I'm ready to go to war for it. I'm ready to go to war. And that's on soul. I get active, little mama. He should have told you about me. I get active, little baby. Ma'am, missus, I get active for real. So I hope you love your baby. I hope you love your baby, because I'm stopping both of y'all acts. That's on me. You ever had a size 7 up your ass?
It's like it's a quiet confidence. It's like you don't bother anybody. So it's like, even if you guys can't fight or you guys are not willing to fight or be aggressive with somebody, it's just the principle. It's like, because I don't bother nobody, you look dumb as fuck picking a fight with me. So I'm just gonna let you look dumb as fuck.
Keep saying it. Keep saying that. That's great. Keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Keep saying it out loud. And maybe you will convince Hope, because you won't be convincing anybody else. So dream on.
I'm going to allow you to make yourself look stupid. And you're right for doing that. Like, I see the energy off of you. I also get an energy surrounding, like, gratitude when people fuck up. It's like when people do they show your ass, you be like, damn, that's fucked up. But I'm grateful you did that because, you know what? Like, I accept it. I accept the fact that you just, I must be finna get blessed. Because a lot of people acting up. You might notice that relationships just fall out the, like, fall by the wayside when you about to be blessed. And you probably made the correlation and you possibly get excited when people, like, you have to cut people off because, like, God is going to replace you with something or somebody better. Or I never needed you. You can't sit with us. That type of vibe.
You want to know what? No, I am going to leave.
Okay. Inhale, exhale. I do think that you guys taking a break before you respond. It's like, whew, I'm finding it. Take you that long to find it. Yep. It's that type of energy where it's like you're constructing the way you respond. Because you know that people tend to find fuel with how you retaliate. Maybe you were the type of kid where you grew up with like gaslighting or narcissistic parents. I'm not a doctor, but you grew up with like parents who they were allergic to accountability. Like you could not serve them that shit like at all.
But when I have an ego, I'm a bitch. So I'll be that. You walk around the game with the biggest ego, you can't tell shit. But when I stand up for myself, no.
It's like, oh my fucking God, I'm literally just telling you that I don't like to be called out my name. I'm literally just telling you you don't have to beat me to get your point across. I'm literally just telling you I have human feelings and how it's me communicating with you that I feel unloved, me disrespecting you. Like, it's like understanding perceived disrespect is a lot of times in most cases vastly different than actual literal disrespect. And it's like you're right for taking a deep breath and walking back from people who are committed to misunderstanding you and just not investing in those connections any further. It's not something for you to feel bad about. This could be a connection. Maybe you're looking back at a situation fonder. It's like, damn, the Bible does say honor thy mother and thy father, but it don't say in what capacity. It don't say you gotta talk to your mom and your daddy every day. It just say if you this is like an example, right? You could be Muslim watching me, it don't fucking matter. But it's like an energy surrounding like, yes, two things can exist at once, but think about your experience. You know? It's like you don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to, like, some of you guys, I feel like that's something that you are doing, right? You are respecting people like, okay, you're an elder, so I'm not gonna cuss you the fuck out the way you deserve to be cussed the fuck out, but I will walk away.
There is no possibility. None. It's a never for me, okay? It will never, ever, ever work, ever. And I've been saying this to these people for a very long time.
Or I'm going to set this boundary, but what I really want to tell you is, bitch, you got me fucked up. But I'm going to give you the most professional explanation I can possibly give you or nothing at all.
I don't like you. And I like the fact that you know I don't like you.
I can see that for you all. Something like that for you all. What are their blind spots? What are the Power 3's blind spots regarding this situation? This feels more like everything else in general for other pals. Y'all feel like a specific situation. You can't change anyone else, just yourself. Just like the moon, I will go through phases. And today is a sacred gift from the universe. So it is energy surrounding, like, maybe you guys have grown or matured and it's like, damn, I would love for everybody to be on the same tip. I would love for my family to be equally as committed to their spiritual growth as I am, but I know that's not the case. So I'm not going to I can look back at these people and choose to hold on to the positive memories. I can choose to not hold on, but I can choose to remember the positive things, the good things, and I can choose to also remember the reason for the disconnect without holding on or harboring the guilt or the pain associated with it. And I don't have to feel bad and feel like, oh, because my parents didn't change and I'm unworthy of their... No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just not your responsibility. Everybody don't heal in this lifetime. And it's okay for you to have these highs and lows. Like for me, I told my sister, I was like, damn, I would love to have a relationship with my parents, but it's the way they fuck, it's the way they act. It's the way they act. They just weird as fuck. And I feel like for some of them, like for one of them, well, actually sometimes I feel like both of them be in secret competition with me. And I feel like in order for me to relationship with them, I have to shrink. I have to be everything that I'm not, you know. I have to bend at their will. And I feel like that if I have to be superficial with my family, people that I should be capable of being 100% myself with, then there's no point in me maintaining a relationship. If I feel like I have to sit there and deal with you talking to me like I'm a bitch in the street or dog, like I don't fucking matter, so that you can feel better about yourself, I have to be the butt end of all your jokes, I have to be like your tragedy in all instances, then what's the point of us maintaining a relationship? I would love that ideally, if you loved it too, if you love the idea of it too, if you work towards it, if we was both putting the same amount of effort, but that's not what's happening. And right now, the present is a gift. I pray to be away from these people, and I have to remember that. I have to be cognizant of, like, I pray to be separated or released from these people. So when I think about it, isn't conducive for my growth. It happened for a reason. I walked away from these people for a reason. Even if you didn't pray specifically for somebody to walk away, you probably prayed for truth. You probably prayed for a blessing. But these people here would have cock block your blessing. So whatever it is, you need to be aware that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Right? What are Power 3's blind spots? After this, I'm gonna go eat me some dinner. My sister's in the kitchen, child. Period. Avocado. Pit. But this gave me like a pity party with that avocado energy. Because avocados, they turn brown so easy. And it shows me, that reminds me of like a Trolls movie. It's like, comparison is the biggest joy thing, but I'm getting like more so a lot of things you probably get your power away too easily when you frustrated, when you irritated. It's possibly because you've been through a lot of things, and it's like you hold on to it and you feel like because you've been through a lot, you should never go through anything else. And I get that. I understand that, Power 3. I understand how you feel that way, but that's not the way life works. Understand that you've been through those things. You've been through a lot. Through it. Over. Done. You're not stuck in it. And that if you change your perspective in that capacity, I feel like it can help you a lot. Okay. I think that some of you guys can have like some materialistic values that can be worked on. Some of you guys have poor like you have a lack mindset, like a scarcity mindset. That could be affecting your ability to harvest more wealth and abundance in your present day reality. So some of you guys, like, it's wonderful to save, it's wonderful to like be, you know, cognizant of money that you're spending, but it's another thing to pretend as if, or to think as if you never will have money coming, or to worry about money. You know, money is an energy. If you're worried about it, it's not gonna come into your life, because you're not welcoming it, you're worrying about it, you're staring it off. You know, it's like having a bad bitch or wanting to attract a bad bitch, or a divine masculine or a divine feminine, right? But you're warding it off. If you don't put yourself in a vibration to attract such, it's not going to come towards you. It's like that type of energy. Because money isn't energy, it's a free. It's like you attract it. Okay, your relationship with money is something that has to be tended to, you know. Okay, tell me more about Power 3's blind spots. I think that for a lot of you guys, some of you guys, it's like energy. I don't think you fold under pressure, but I think that you kind of don't put yourself around people, places, things you will know, people that know you don't like you. Like you know people don't like you, don't go around these people.
Look at the material.
You should be going home
anyway. You
anyway.
can be the judge of it.
So.
And they act surprised when they do shit that shows you why you start talking to them in the first place. Quit rehashing connections that you thrown away. People that you throw in the trash and you decide you don't want to deal with the people no more. Situations that just not, that have proven to just not support your divine path. Do not hold on to these things, because it will bite your ass in the end. And then you're going to be looking dumbfounded, bewildered and stupid, because, you know, it's like you're going to feel like you learn the same lesson over and over again. It's going to be like, well, why am I da-da-da-da? Or like, I don't know, something about the bad guy also. It's like some of you all, you probably have some selfish tendencies, okay? Because I think about avocado does take over, okay? Avocado takes over like the whole dish. Like when you put avocado on something, you gonna taste that fucking avocado. I would say that. But it's like, I'm trying to explain it, what's in my brain, because I understand, but I'm trying to articulate it. maybe you could learn to be more flexible with the people that you love and the relationships that you value. Yeah, that's the vibe. Some of you guys are hiding behind material things, but what you are desiring is like the song says, it's love, right? Some of you are desiring companionship, but you ward it off because this lack mindset that you have. This could be like, oh, I don't have enough money to be in a relationship, so I can't be in a connection. I don't have this, I don't have that. It's like you count yourself out of things and you kind of isolate yourself a lot. And that could be a blind spot that you have. You kind of give off the air that you don't want companionship, and then you start to place your value on the things that you have.
Like, I can't believe it. Like, oh my God.
This is the type of energy that I see with people who are older, and they say, oh, I used to have kids, I used to have all the hoes. And it's like, okay,
Are you married now? Does anybody love you now?
you know, it's like dating a nigga and he said the cars he used to have and shit like that. And it's like, okay, I understand we're going through your Facebook memories, but like, what do you have now? Do you have that house now? And it's like, some people have those things. Like, it's reminding me of when my mom dated this abusive ass nigga, but his sister was real cool. Like, somebody's name could be Sheena, or Robert, or Lloyd, or Crystal, or something like that, or Pookie, Isaiah, or something like that, right? But it's like a vibe. Like, she had this house. She used to be married, but then her husband went to jail. He had to be, because he was a dope boy or whatever. But she still had a lot of things from that era of life when she dated the biggest dope boy, you know, like big ass house, movie theater, the crib, all type of shit, like big ass, like it's given type shit. But it's like when she did this and that, her ass was alone. It was cool her baby was young, because then she could hide behind the facade of being a parent, right? And as if they fulfilled her living through her children. But then they got to the point where her kids are dating, and it's like, you can't be in your kids' life, and they have to set a boundary with her. Like, I want to live my life. I have these different aspirations, and what she wanted them to do and what they wanted to do was different. So she made the decision to create distance and space between her and her kids. But then she had an issue with alcohol. Somebody here had struggled with alcoholism because she was trying to escape from what she was dealing with. And it's like no amount of material shit that she's ever had could compensate for like a void that she was trying to have filled. And I remember her talking a lot to men or dating men who were opportunists, who really wanted her because of all things she had, because she spoiled them. She was kind of, she had some trick tendencies, right? She had the tendency to give like that energy with Mr. Krause. He found somebody he really liked. He gave all of her money. She was like, I want to get to know you, not your pockets. Like, I own a boating school. Like, bro, I come with my own shit.
It's me, my beautiful bell boy.
Oh, just a minute.
Flowers! Flowers, boy! Go get flowers!
But you said...
SpongeBob! You can't call on a classy lady like Mrs. Puff empty-handed. We ain't talking about this. Or this. We're talking about this.
Almost ready.
Hurry, boy! Get the flowers!
And it's like, struggling to be around people who have something to offer you, because you're overlooking into red flags. It's like, it's a lack mindset. So even if it's not regarding finance, it's a lack mindset regarding something. We think about money, we think about a certain level of security or stability. It's something like that. It's like, I'm hearing, man, I can't be in two places at one time. It's like that type of energy. You can think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. That type of energy. Somebody here, you guys could, maybe there's a vibe surrounding, maybe somebody left you because you was in this energy. That could be a thing you're struggling with. Or maybe you're having a hard time accepting the fact that you do feel a little lonely, or you want love, or you want affection in your life. But it's like, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I know that I want to chase my dreams, but I feel one way, or it's like you're thinking, like you're already considering that it don't work before you even try it. It's like, I work in the last connection I was in, that person couldn't understand that I'm focused on my career, and it was hard for me to balance my career in that relationship, so I can't work now. It's like that type of mentality, or it's like the energy surrounding, like, well, I'm not where I want to be in a career, therefore I don't deserve to have a relationship in my life. It's the type of, I don't deserve to focus on love. I don't deserve to think and that's not true. You know, that's just a blind spot that you have, deep rooted in the insecurity that comes from, or that is facilitated by childhood memories, childhood experiences, right? On the bottom of the deck, yeah, it's like a caveman mentality. It's definitely a lack mentality. I can't make that up, right? So that's the vibe I get for you guys. Let's see some advice from our pal reviewers. Strength and the Two of Swords. Well, this is my Beauty and the Beast type of card. So be mindful of being shadow. Don't place your value on material things. Okay.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today? I can get down on some gangster shit.
Focus on admiring the beauty and intangible wealth, things that you can't touch, the beauty in yourself, but it's more than just skin deep. It's not just you can appreciate how good you look and that you work hard to put that shit the fuck on. You can appreciate all those things. That's wonderful, because you have worked to earn all those things that you have gained and accomplished in life. But those things are a reflection of things that you can create, but they're not necessarily you. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you guys need to get in touch with, like, there's some shadow work that needs to be done. That's what this is giving, and I feel like it's best done through self-love, through healing exercises. I don't feel like it's necessarily done alone, though, because when Beauty and Beast, he was sent love. So when love comes your way, allow it to come into your life and nurture it. Allow somebody to love you. I feel like that's the advice. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you have love coming, but you may perceive it to be like bad timing. It's not. It's like, allow people to love you, and also you can trust your decision making regarding these people here that you cut off. For the most part, stand on business with the Two of Swords. Like, we already know that, but it's also an energy surrounding. Don't let the past suck you in and prohibit you from accessing the beautiful things that are in your future. So your situation doesn't have to affect your destination unless you want it to. That's the vibe of the energy that I'm getting for you guys. Like, that's the advice. Like, you hold the remote control in your life. You do. Nobody else, unless you hand them a fuck over, you know? What does House 3 need to know before we end out this reading? Yeah, it's like something's coming towards you. Things are moving forward. Somebody's coming towards you. Be nice to this person. I feel like it's a love offer, though. It could be a Cancer. It could be during Cancer season. We had a Hangman. But I also feel like your situation is going to change for the better. I also feel like you're going through another spiritual lesson. Check out your next spiritual lesson. I don't know if I put that on Patreon or YouTube, but I'll link it below in the description either way. But take a leap of faith. Try something new. If you do what you always done, you're going to get what you always got, you dumb buffoon. Not calling you a dumb buffoon. It's a lyric. But that's the vibe that I have for you guys. It's like, try something different, take the risk, and we don't lose. We just learn sometimes in different ways than anticipated. Sometimes we win in the same way we anticipated winning. But it depends on how you look at it. But I do feel like, yeah, 6 of Wands, and that's Tower on the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Wands. I do feel like you're going to gain some knowledge about how to love yourself deeper and how to love others, and you're going to exude a different type of reality, a different type of love, a different type of vibration as a result. You're going to pass some sort of test, some sort of spiritual test is coming towards you. You're going to pass it. It's made for you to pass it, right? With flying colors, that is. So with that being said, I love you guys. To the moon and back around. So this is the reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Ooh.
I ate it up again. Yeah, high heels on my tippies. Say ain't Gabbana, that's on my titties. High heels